On Salvage Hunters, at a 17th century mansion in Cambridge, Drew goes for a climb.
Feels like a monkey, isn't it?
He visits a massive salvage yard and meets a tough negotiator.
3.
No good.
350.
No good.
In an antique shop, he chances his arm.
Can I put in a very, very cheeky bid?
And at an estate in Shropshire, it's simply child's play.
2 sticks. That was definitely mine.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Hello. So this is not open to the public, this, then?
No.
Some fabulous pieces in here.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm having a bit of a dance with her now. That's an antique.
In his hunt for treasure,
here is our junk room.
Well, that's quite nice junk.
everything has its price.
100 quid.
You're joking.
No. 1,500. We'll have a deal. OK.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
I quite like that.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
With help from his wife Rebecca and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems.
All right, mate. Take care. Thanks, Alex. Ta-da.
Ace salvager Drew Pritchard is always looking for new places to pick up state-of-the-art stock for his showroom. Today, he's lined up a visit to a 300-year-old mansion owned by an eccentric entrepreneur and collector. He's travelling 230 miles southeast to Cambridge, a city best known for its university, which was founded in 1209 and is one of the oldest and most distinguished academic institutions in the world.
Going to Anstey Hall to meet John and Johnny, father and son, who run Anstey Hall as a Desres, B&B, wedding location and country house hotel.
Anstey Hall is a 17th century Grade 1 listed building, which currently belongs to John de Bruni. Mr. de Bruni once owned Swain Adney Brig, the famous royal warrant-holding luxury equestrian and leather goods business, which still flourishes today in London's Piccadilly. He now runs the hall with his son, Johnny.
We are clearing out our Augean stables next door. We're going to build some houses there.
It's a perfect opportunity, isn't it? Bring someone in to clear them out, make a bit of money, hopefully.
I think the ideal day would be all the barns empty and a couple of £1 million, really.
Absolutely.
Good morning.
Drew!
Hello. How are you doing?
Welcome to Anstey Hall.
Good to meet you. Drew.
John de Bruni.
John,
How
hi.
do
How
you
you
do?
doing?
John.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
John, that's going to make life a lot easier for us. That's fine, that's
Good.
fine.
Come on in.
Wow. Come on, let's go. Come on in. There you go.
Come on in.
Beautiful hallway. Nice. So this is now a country house hotel?
Yes, it's a super B&B, really.
OK.
We've got 13 bedrooms.
Oh, that is a super view.
Yeah, yeah.
Soon to be 20 rooms.
Soon to be 20, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Very nice. So so you've got a bar.
Yeah. Most important room.
My favourite, my favourite
go.
place to be. Yeah, it's fab. So what's all this about? What's this here?
That was, I had a country clothing business, and that's for buying jodhpurs and getting the length.
Trying
so
them
you
on.
hop on there and it checks the length of your jodhpurs. We had a chain of shops. We had country clothing, and we had one amazing shop in London which had been there since 1750, and with 3 royal warrants. I was the Queen's whipmaker by royal appointment, one stage of my life.
That's very nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Lovely.
This all came from one tree, didn't it?
Yes, there was a walnut tree in the garden that fell over, and they made it. I asked the local wood carvers what it would cost to do today, and he said no one knows how to do it.
There's few and far between.
Yeah.
Few and far between. Just the hours that go into it, nobody would pay for it now.
This bar was a hat maker's bench in my shop, and we made the hat for Steven Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was one of the things we did.
Did you keep one for yourself?
I got one, yeah.
You
I
did?
got one, yeah.
That's what I'd do as well.
Yeah.
That'd be the smart
Yeah.
thing to do. OK, fab. Yeah, let's see some more, please.
Next, John takes them upstairs to the guest bedrooms.
Well, that's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Fun, isn't it?
Yeah. So people must feel quite special in that, then.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, everything. It's all good-looking. Great mirror. Pretty wonderful. So who's the antique buyer then?
That's me.
That's you.
But most of it's family, I have to say.
Well, you know, I'm here looking for stock.
Yeah, good.
I want to buy some and I want to try and sell you some.
Good.
So where is the sort of, have you got a storeroom?
We've got a collection of barns where all the bits for the next project is stacked up, so that might be our best bet.
Can we have a look?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Let's go. I'd like to.
But before they head outside, something catches Drew's eye.
So what have we got here?
These are the whips I was telling you about, made for the Great Exhibition in 1851.
Wow. God,
Really
they
beautiful.
are good, aren't they? And this was the family business?
It was. It was a business.
Wait, that's beautiful.
On that.
What's that wrapped in?
Quite often kangaroo. It's a good,
Beautiful, isn't it?
easy for making whips out of.
Little hunting scene running around there. And it's got the Empire.
Everything you could want.
That's the Empire on there.
Yep.
British line. Recumbent on the top. With a child on him.
There you go. Looking after the children of the Empire.
Sitting on top of the world.
Top of the world, yes. Draw first prize in the lottery of life is to be British. And this we keep if we have difficult antique dealers coming. We fend them off with that.
You'll be needing that today.
Yeah, you'll best hang on to that, to be honest with you. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Again, all signed. Sterling silver.
Yep.
So what age is this one?
That's modern.
This was a new one.
Yeah,
When
1960s probably.
So when did you stop making these?
They're illegal.
producing?
They're
illegal
They
now.
got to be. There was a court case, and I know.
Beautiful fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Imagine getting on an aeroplane with that. What they'd do to you?
You'd be off it soon.
You'd be off it.
You wouldn't be flying for a while.
Good.
The whips in the cabinet are not for sale, so it's on to the storage barns.
Lift this one a bit.
Beautiful old barn. Wow.
Come in, come in.
Thank you.
Let me grab this.
This is the door.
Good door.
Go.
This is the door.
Keeps the horses out.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, now you're talking. Wow. That's spectacular, isn't it?
Couple of bits. Yeah.
Got lots of shop
Yeah.
fittings.
Lot to look at.
Lot to look at. We're looking in one of the very old timber frame barns, and as well as being pretty spectacular and ancient, it's full of a huge array of period shop fittings which they used in their London store. There's some really good pieces in here. Okay. Yeah, they're all right, aren't they? Okay, they're all right. No cracks in the glass that I can see. These are good shop retail display. Heavy. So we do an awful lot with the fashion retail business, an awful lot with them. And these are perfect for them. They can display watches, jewellery, socks, ties, shirts, you name it, you can put anything in there. A good looking piece.
These English retail stands with mahogany frames and parquet bases were made in the 1920s. Because of their excellent condition, they could fetch up to £1,300.
So, prices. What sort of price are we looking at for the two...
Two of those.
Display cabinets.
How much for those each, say?
God knows.
Roughly, ballpark.
Don't know. Make me an offer.
For the pair, 500.
At Anstey Hall near Cambridge, Drew Pritchard is in his element, searching for stock in the huge outbuildings in the grounds of the estate.
Yeah, they're all right, aren't they?
Yeah.
Drew has found a fine set of retail stands from the 1920s, but is his bid high enough?
For the pair, 500.
I think so.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I think it's fair.
That's fair. That's fair, because there's no work to do.
Normally I feel obliged to bring you up, but
You don't have to. You don't have to. That's a fair offer.
Yeah.
I bought the two vertical display cases, and they'll sell quickly, and we'll double our money. But as a first deal, fair price, got them bought straight away. Now I can gauge everything that I see from that one thing now. That's a good thing for me. Now there's more things here that I like the look of. That's too modern. I like this. This thing here. Yeah,
I think there are two of those.
it's what, sorry?
I think there are two of those.
There is,
I
okay.
think so.
Fabulous big pull handles, great colour, and then they turn around and say, we've got 2. Now, that does really change things. If I can get hold of a pair, it's going to make it a hell of a lot easier to sell. Incredibly desirable. Really cool.
This mahogany haberdasher's set of drawers with ebony and silver handles was made by the English company Drew & Co. in the early 20th century. It has a value of £1,400.
So you've got 2.
Yes, I think
That
we've
makes
got
the
2.
difference. If you've got the pair,
Yes.
we're looking at more money.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what we need to see, really, to be honest with you.
And it's off to search for its twin over in another storage barn.
It's always last, aren't they?
Limey, big barn.
Where do you want to start in here?
We'll start at the beginning.
It's good, always good.
Yeah.
But the mission to find the drawers is put on hold as Drew gets distracted.
More display bits there.
More display. Ah, so another couple there.
Yep.
Okay. These look almost like they match the other ones.
They do, don't they? Similar.
Condition-wise,
I'm not sure, yeah.
not as good.
These mahogany retail stands are similar to the first pair Drew bought, but not in such good condition, so they're worth less and need a lot of work. Once restored, they could fetch £1,800.
These aren't as good as the other ones. They're not as nicely, condition-wise. A bit battered.
250. That's fair.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that all right?
I'll take it.
Fair, isn't it?
Yeah,
As long as you can get them out.
Indeed, yeah. And we'll hope you load them as well.
Please. Have to be honest, they look exactly the same as the pair down there. They're in worse condition, but at least I've still got 4 of them. Right, next.
Drew resumes his hunt for the twin of the haberdasher's drawers he saw in the previous barn.
And where?
He's like a monkey, isn't he?
Trained monkey, trained monkey. Highly
Smell an
skilled.
awful lot less than you. And the table manners are better.
But it's not that easy to track down.
No, it's not in here. Okay.
No luck in finding it. Drew heads back to the first barn to decide whether it's worth investing in the one piece.
Have we got a price?
600 is a minimum.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, you're done.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll have that. If your chaps are able to sort of get that out, that would be great.
Yeah,
I'll have that. I'll have that.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy it all day at £600. That had colour, originality, cool handles, great top. What more could you want? Today, I managed to buy a load of things that I really didn't expect I would get. I've come to a huge country house hotel and estate and ended up buying shop fittings. You know, it's just whatever happens. In this business, you learn to just roll with it and take advantage of the situations that you get offered and make the most of it, and that's what we've done today. Before we go, I hear there's a rare talent we have on board
There
as
is,
well.
yeah.
Yodeling?
I do, yeah.
Rockstar yodeling?
I do.
Quick burst?
My melody.
Perfect. I think that's enough, really.
Just sing that in the van all the way back.
Great stuff.
Well, keep me going, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Pleasure.
Well, we've had a lovely day. It's been great fun meeting him. And we didn't haggle. I was surprised, you know, he comes up with a fair
It was
price.
very fair. That's
Yeah.
one thing I will say. He's very, very fair prices.
Yeah.
And, a wonderful experience, really.
Yeah.
Before leaving Cambridgeshire, Drew wants to squeeze in another visit to a very different, but hopefully equally lucrative location. It's only a 40-mile drive to the market town of Wisbech, which lies along the banks of the River Nene and is mentioned in the Doomsday Book of 1086.
We're off to a place called Patrick Reclaim. And this is somewhere I'd never heard of before. I got a tip-off saying that it was a very, very large salvage yard, dealing in not only old materials, they've got new stuff there as well.
In operation for over 35 years, Patrick Reclaims and Building Merchants carries everything from building materials to Victorian fireplaces and is currently run by Mark Patrick.
I've heard about Drew. I expect him into lighting materials, architectural bits and pieces, doors, furniture. What bits and pieces I've got, I suppose.
Well, I think this is definitely the place.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning, Drew.
Oh, hello. How you
Nice to
doing?
meet you. Nice to meet you. Hey.
T, how you doing?
Yeah, all good, thank you very much.
This looks big. How big's the yard?
7 acres.
Brilliant. Can we,
Lovely.
so where do we go? This way?
Yeah, if you like, yeah.
All right.
I mean, most of the stuff here are lintels and bits and pieces, but I mean...
So you do modern and old stuff here as well? Anything and everything, really?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
So these are all tiles? There's nothing else here, is there?
What's down here? Just tiles and bits and pieces down here.
Glass bricks.
You've certainly got a lot of stock.
Yeah, there's quite a bit here.
Do you have any old shop fittings?
Such as?
Anything, really. Cabinets, bars. See those? If you had those, an old version of that.
Yeah, no, I haven't, I don't think, Drew.
God, it is big, isn't it?
The yard is, yeah.
This yard, it's huge, it's vast. We were walking around the outside and there's loads and loads of roofing tiles and bricks and stuff like that. And it's interesting, but not really my thing. Oh, wow. Now you're talking. It's a huge building.
Yeah.
My God.
It's stored hay and straw years ago. And just stopped timber and what have you in it since.
So you've always been merchants on this site for something?
Yeah.
God, this place is huge. Look at that. This yard is fantastic. This is the scale of it. It's amazing. As soon as we get into the buildings, this stuff's been here years. I'll dive in here for a second.
Fireplaces, bits and pieces in there.
One thing that I always do is go all the way to the back of every corner, and here you're going to have to, because they've been on site so long, they put something there and forgotten about it. That's what we're looking for.
Anything?
No. So you never know in places like this just how much
No, you've got to have a wander through.
They're probably looking for the stuff that you've forgotten about.
If that is that way, I don't know where they are then.
Yeah.
I forgot about them.
To save time, Mark begins to point out objects that he thinks Drew might be interested in.
A cup of tea, nothing like that now?
No, no good.
Marble bath over there.
That one there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too new.
There's some nice outdoors down there, but it'll be too modern for you though, Drew. I'll show you while you're here.
Nice, but no.
Too modern.
Too modern.
That's quite a nice fire surround, this one here.
Yeah, no, too new again. No, too plain. You have to just keep looking because you've got to look through one layer and then another layer and then another layer.
My father is still...
Still buying?
Yeah, he's still bowling. He's 82.
I love
yeah,
that.
It's
a disease, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is, yeah. Very nice, though. I enjoy it.
If you buy something from over there, Drew, you're bringing it back yourself?
If I ever get out of here.
Oh, careful. I think it's part of the job. You become a hoarder, don't you?
Yeah, no, this is just a really good collection. This is good. Because you're selling it, aren't you? So you're not a hoarder.
Yeah.
That's how Drew's justifying it to himself.
That's how I'm justifying
anyway.
it to me, yeah.
That's it.
Despite the huge amount of stock, nothing seems to appeal to Drew.
So I don't know what's down here for you, Drew. Let's have a look.
This is more your sort of trad salvage yard, isn't it, this bit?
Yeah.
Can we get down there and have a look at that?
Yeah, have a look.
At last, he spots something.
That's what I'm looking at.
That's a Volkswagen generator.
Yeah. Single port, Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Famously known for cars, Volkswagen also manufactured standalone industrial generators. This one from the late 1960s was probably used to pump water or to power industrial lighting. Still in working order, it could fetch up to £650.
There's a huge Volkswagen community in Britain, huge. And one thing I do know that this is so incredibly original, and I think that must be unusual. I've not seen many of these, so to find such a good original one, I'm very fortunate. What's it worth? And you've got to get it out, obviously.
Yeah, 700 quid.
How much?
700.
700? No. No, not 700. Not 700. Can I give you a bid? And it's nowhere near what you're asking.
You can try.
I can try.
Yeah.
250.
No good.
No good?
No. 500 quid to buy it.
No. 3?
No good.
350?
No good.
I can't pay 5 because by the time I get it out and clean it up, it's going to owe me 550, and then it's worth 7. If it's worth 7, I'm making 150 quid after tax. It's not worth.
Just a bit of history, isn't it?
4.5. 4.5.
Top architectural salvager Drew Pritchard is at Patrick Reclaims, a gigantic salvage yard in Wisbeach near Cambridge.
God, this place is huge. Look at that.
Amongst the mounds of salvage, Drew has spotted a rare Volkswagen industrial generator. But will owner Mark Patrick let it go?
4.5. 4.5.
one, done.
Thank you.
All right,
Brilliant.
lovely.
Today was a very good day. I really enjoyed it. To be honest, I really enjoyed just wandering around such a huge salvage yard. This is a massive yard full of stuff. Never knew it existed. Fantastic.
I had Drew down today, looking around the yard. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Overall, we both had a good deal, I think. He's happy with what he's got, I'm happy with what I've got done, and it's all good.
So I don't think you've ever bought anything that heavy before.
Strange ones though, isn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to buy a Volkswagen generator engine.
Let's see if it generates some money.
Hey, generating money.
Hey?
There we go.
Gets
You're
better
off
then,
now.
gets better.
It's back to Conwy, and first off the van are the items from Anstey Hall.
Please.
Come in, we'll put the other one behind there. So bow fronted, parquetry base, London maker, all original glass, all original hinges, all original locks.
These are fab, Drew.
You like 'em?
These are absolutely, yep. Those upright display cabinets, fantastic. Just knockout, actually. Oh, this is.
Look at that.
Oh,
Isn't that great?
that is stunning, actually. That chest of drawers. The handles, the size of it, the colour. I mean, it's just, wow. A gem of a find.
But what will Rebecca make of the industrial generator?
Right.
You're going to weigh it in.
No, I'm not going to weigh it in.
Really?
I got this for the bargain price of 450 quid. It is a Volkswagen stationary generator.
So what are we going to do then?
We're going to sell it
Two.
to a Volkswagen enthusiast.
You.
Who needs a generator?
Yes.
That's probably
It's a hump of metal, and I'm not interested in the slightest. Anyway, I'll leave him to it.
Drew regularly drives for miles across the country in pursuit of top-quality items, but he knows it's equally important to keep his eye on dealers closer to home. Today, he's taking the short trip to Leek, on the edge of the Peak District. A major producer of textiles from the Industrial Revolution until the mid-20th century, Leek is now an affluent market town with a large number of antique shops.
Today we're off to Leek in Staffordshire to see a guy called Steve Ford, who runs a business called Odeon Antiques. Leek is a sort of a bit of a stomping ground. I'll come here every now and again, you know, at least once a month and have a good look round. But what he's got another warehouse as well, just up the street from his shop, which is rammed full of stuff.
My name's Steve Ford, and we've been here for approximately 25 years. We do quite a lot of painted work, a lot of lighting, industrial, interesting items. Hopefully Drew will find something he likes. We've got a fair range of things, and keep my fingers crossed.
Steve.
Hi.
Drew, how you doing? Yeah, I'll wait.
Right, thank you. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? You all right?
We're looking for stock. Just
Right.
wondered what you've got in.
We've got a bit.
A bit?
Whether it's the right stuff or not, I don't
Well,
know.
you never know. I'd like to have a look, though.
Yeah.
Because this is just restoration down here.
Yeah, mainly restoration.
OK, are we right to have a look upstairs?
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
want to show us through?
Yeah, obviously.
The rooms upstairs are reserved for trade only and are not open to the public.
3,000 square foot.
Ah, yeah, good. Great stuff. It's good you can see everything, which is...
Tried to sort of, you know, chaotic, but sort of so you can see things. But
It's 50 times better than an awful lot of the places we go to be
yeah,
honest
it
with you.
has been worse.
Yours,
Yeah, my warehouse actually was you couldn't see anything. We had a big clear up. This is good because you're able to wander around, see everything. And I can't tell you what a difference that makes. It's so nice, and you've sort of gone, OK, that's sort of toys. There's mannequins. There's industrial things. There's, you know, stuff from factories. It just makes your life so much quicker when you do this for as a living.
How big was the bottle of wine?
It's never big enough, though, is it, Tim?
No.
This is really good. You usually go places and you can't see anything. And this is making it really easy to see everything, isn't it? organised
Organised
chaos. Yeah. It's got a price on it. Metal cabinet. Is it English, this?
Yeah, I think so.
So is it all metal?
Yeah.
The whole thing. Have you painted it, or did it come? That's how it's come,
yeah,
is it?
no, I can't remember actually. I think, yeah, no, I've painted it. Had it stripped and then
Given it
yeah.
quite a good effect you've done on that, actually.
Yeah, I've got to.
Yeah. Does that work?
Is that unusually deep?
It is deep, yeah, it is a deep one.
This English painted metal cabinet would have been used in an office. The unusual design with the cornice on the top make it attractive, and it could fetch up to £950.
What's the trade on it?
Is there a price on that? I can't even read it myself.
325 on it.
250.
250.
That's a fair price for
That's
that.
a
I
fair
think.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's have that.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that's great, we'll have that. There you go, T, massive and heavy.
Nice.
Thanks. It's got a good retail vibe about that one, that's for sure. It can be sort of reused and go into a kitchen, go into your living room, go into a bedroom or a bathroom. Particularly steel furniture looks good in bathrooms. Asking price 250, bang on, we're going to buy that. We've got minor work, and that can hit the floor and be sold quickly.
Drew will buy all the things that have got lots of things in or on them.
Right, that's fine. That's fine.
That's nice, difficult access for you.
No, that's fine.
That's an interesting one. How strange, I've just bought one of those as well. Did you put it on
Two
that
of
base?
those. Yeah, there's two of them. They're old bases.
They're old bases. This bit?
Yeah, yeah.
These 1950s machinists' work lamps were made by the well-known London company Mech Elec and are a larger size than usual. Once rewired, they could be worth up to £950.
What do these go for then, sort of as is?
Could do with about 350 each on them.
350 each?
Yeah.
That's too much for
That's a
me.
bit
I know where
too
you're
much.
coming from, but...
It's just, yeah.
But I do like them. They're both the same height, aren't they?
Yeah, they're identical.
I do like the paint on them as well. I've got a figure in my head, and it is away from yours. I think it's a decent bid, but it is a bit far away from what you're asking. But I think it's the maximum I can go. It's 500 for the pair. It's just, I think that's where, and that's
I was going to say straight away, I'd do them for 300 quid each.
Just can't get there. I think mentally it's sort of...
They just fetch such good money, and they're just so unusual, just having a pair.
I hate bidding people. I like just to say yes, no, yes, no. You know, it's sort of much easier. 550, I'll take them as they are.
Yeah, OK.
Yeah?
I'll go for that. That's
Thank you. No, much appreciated, I understand. That's a fair wedge off there. These are big. They're in the original paint. They're undamaged, and there's a pair, and they're on period-looking bases. They've got all the things in those items that we're looking for. Valuable items as well, put in the right place to sell them.
I think that's a dentist's one.
Yeah, it is, yeah, operating stool. So these are great teeth because they've got they're sprung.
Yeah.
So you can sort of move forward and backwards, whatever, on them.
This English Sterling operating stool was made by the Amalgamated Dental Company in the 1930s. Its revolving and tilting ability makes it unusual and collectible, so could have a value of up to £200.
How much would that be?
I need 100 quid for that one.
100 quid?
Yeah.
Can we go 100 quid and do 80 quid?
Yeah.
I don't want to hit you too hard.
No, I'll do 80
Sure?
quid. Yeah,
Fine.
that's fine.
Sold.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll have that. This is what going to trade warehouses is all about. I'm able to walk into one room and buy 3 things off one guy very quickly at right money that I can sell. That's what it is. Go down the road and have a look at the shop.
Yep.
Now we're into the shop, and hopefully there'll be a bit more, because that could be where the really good stuff is, or it might just be where the stuff that isn't viable. Who knows, but next on the list. There you go, chaps. Good. It's very good. Takes an awful lot of work, doesn't it, to get them to this state?
It certainly does. Yeah.
It's a big old shop as well, isn't it? Wow. It's fab. So it's mainly focused on lights with sort of painted furniture and...
A bit of industrial stuff.
Bit of industrial, bit of everything. Bit of retro and vintage and things like that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They seem to sort of stick out like a sore thumb, really, that pair of side tables there.
Yeah, they're actually customers that we get asked occasionally, as you do with the shop. Can we sell them for us?
Oh, really?
They're not actually ours.
They're not actually yours. Yeah. Well, that's a shame, because I quite like them.
Yes, no, I quite like them as well.
They're not the best thing in the world, but they've got a look, and they're useful. The amount of times I'm asked for pairs of tables, it's nearly every other day by decorators.
These matching 1970s side tables are made of tropical wood and have tripod bases and red leather inserts on the top. They could be sold for £650.
Quite like them, but they're
for
too...
sale.
Yeah, they are. They're too much money.
Yeah.
Being that they're customers, can I put in a very, very cheeky bid?
Yeah, I'll give her a ring and ask her.
300 quid.
For the pair?
For the pair.
Yeah. I'll give her a ring, yeah.
Because I don't think they're that old, but
No,
got
I like
something about them. I like the colour. But if she wants rid,
yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
OK, all right, I'll catch up with you in a minute.
OK.
I'll help you. Fingers crossed.
You never know.
You never know. Steve has gone off to talk to the person. I put a cheeky bid in, see what happens. This happens occasionally. He's gone off to speak to the customer, so I'll just hang around and wait.
Hi, I've got through to her. She'd take 350 of for them definitely now. She's going to give me a ring back in a minute.
Meet her halfway, 325. Buy them now, pay you now. Done deal. Finished.
That's what she's phoning for. 350 now, or she's just going to check what she's paid for them, and then she may knock you a bit more off.
Let's get them out and have a look at them. Make sure that they're absolutely a pair.
Hi, how are you doing? Hi. He wants to meet you halfway, 325.
Architectural salvage expert Drew Pritchard is in Leek in Staffordshire.
Ah, yeah, good. Great stuff.
He's had a good look through the stock rooms of Odeon Antiques, and he's made an offer on a pair of 1970s side tables owned by one of Steve's customers. But will his bid be accepted?
He wants to meet you halfway, 325.
Right, okay, fair enough, yeah.
Is that okay? That's great. No problem. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's it.
Done?
Deal, yeah.
Happy. Great. Let's get them out. That'll do. Really good day today. Managed to buy 4 things, all of them good. I've bought 2 things with quite a bit of profit in them, and 2 that don't need any work whatsoever and I can sell straight away. So all in all, a very, very good day. I'll definitely be back. At least they're light. Yeah-ish. Great colour.
I think Drew's done okay out of it. I'm happy. Where we are up in Leek, it's always a little bit difficult to sell industrial stuff. I know if I was to go down to London, I could get better money for it, but at the end of the day, that's what Drew does, and that's what it's all about. You know, he makes some money, I'll make some money, and hopefully everybody's happy.
Steve, thanks so much.
No problem. Nice to meet you.
Really good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you.
And good deals.
Glad you're pleased.
Very pleased. We'll be back.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Did you enjoy that then?
I did. That was a good one.
Yes.
Actually, not bad at all. I think it all tops up. There's a few hundred quid profit there on the day without a massive amount of work. Because we don't have the time. We've got so much stuff going through the shop. But 2 of those things are going to... What are you laughing at?
Finn?
What are you laughing at?
You're going, oh, it's too much work. From your comfy sofa.
You're complaining again.
Yes.
You've got the easiest job in Britain today.
I haven't.
You have.
You've got the easiest pulse about a shop, going, that's my thing. And then get me to put it in the van. Are you telling me that's hard work?
I do all the hard work. Mentally, it's absolutely frazzling.
Yes, it's mental.
I pay the bills, trust me. It's the hardest job there is.
And agreeing to disagree, the duo head back to base in Conwy, North Wales.
Eds! Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah.
Good time?
Yes, actually. Not bad at all.
Oh, they're divine.
Aren't they fab?
Amazing.
pair,
Fantastic.
same length of each section. So they're a mint exact pair. Pretty much untouched. We're just going to give them a really good hand polish and clean so they're spotless.
The great big green floor lights, I mean, amazing. When they're done and they're on the website, they'll just fly out. They are so unusual. I mean, the size is just phenomenal.
Nice.
Very decorative.
Decorative, the quality is in places good and in other places bad. I wish they hadn't done that around there. The top's a fantastic colour. The shape's good, could have done with a little bit more curve there, but just a really nice clean on those, Gav. Bring the colour out, that's it. We can start selling those straight away. Not bad, though.
Cool. Not bad.
But if you can get rid of those, Gav, it's not going to take you very long to go through those, is it? 20 minutes, half an hour?
About a day.
A day.
A day.
It'll feel like a day. Gav, Ollie, I'll need you two as well. This is heavy.
Like a coal bunker. From here, it does.
It's not a coal bunker.
Oh, no, it's not. I can see now.
Bloody cheek. It's not the finest antique in Britain, I'll give you that.
No.
It's not even an antique. Can we spin it round, see the front of it?
Well, it's over a day old.
It's a day old, at least.
If I lift you on it.
It's not a coal bunker.
It's not a...
No.
That's
you.
really nice,
It
actually.
is. It is.
Mind your feet, guys. Nice old paint.
I
I don't
love
know
the
if he said
colour.
he'd painted it or not. It's got a cornice on it, which is unusual. You know, you don't often see those.
It's a very grand cupboard, actually. Yeah.
But no money to spend. Bit of time. Gav, half a day. Get that ready, max. And get it in the shop, and I think double the money. Yeah?
I like it.
Good.
Really like
Let's
it.
get that one in then.
Great day for Drew. And for us, actually, because there's not a lot of restoration work to be done. There's some nice profit in some of those items. So, you know, I'm delighted, and I know Drew is.
A few days later, and Salvage Supremo Drew Pritchard hits the road to follow an exciting new lead. It's a 2-hour drive southeast to Shropshire, to a magnificent estate near the town of Bridgenorth.
I think we come to Shropshire quite a bit. I come down here a lot, an awful lot. It's one of my stomping grounds for finding stuff. It's got an awful lot of very big country houses have been down here. A lot of money, a lot of wealth, and still retains a lot of that today. And we're off to see a Lord Gavin Hamilton.
Right.
And he inherited a huge estate down here 7 years ago. But what he's asked us to do is have a look at some furniture in a big shed that they've got from some of the houses, and this sounds like the better stuff.
Right.
Owned by the Hamilton family for nearly 150 years, Apley Estate consists of some 8,500 acres, 300 residential properties, a station house, and a large suspension bridge that crosses the River Severn. The Great Hall and many of the family's antiques were sold, but Lord Hamilton's hopeful that some neglected bits and pieces might appeal to Drew.
We're looking forward to seeing Drew, showing him around the estate and also our furniture barn where we store the old furniture that we don't have use for anymore, can't fit in, just to see if there's anything that would interest him for his business.
Nice, nice, classical English country house. Hello.
Hello, Drew.
How are you
Welcome
doing?
to Apley Estate.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Very well, thanks.
Good, good, good. I brought tea with me.
Excellent. Hello, T.
How are you? You good?
Very well, thanks. Nice to meet you.
And you?
Lovely place you got here.
Thank you very much.
Gorgeous. Very much.
Yeah, this is Harrington Hall, where I've lived for the past 7 years.
Oh, wow. So where to first, then? Because I know we're here to look at some furniture, but we're happy to look around anywhere you like.
Yeah, well, we'll go and I'll give you a tour of the estate first.
Yes,
and,
please.
I'll show you all that we've been doing, and then we'll have a look at the furniture afterwards.
Wonderful. Yeah, lead on. Let's have a look.
The first stop on the tour, a building that was once Apley Estate's private railway station.
So what was this? This was the ticket office or the waiting room, or what was this?
Yeah, well, I think it was a combined ticket office and waiting room. It makes a really beautiful room now with a high ceiling.
So people can come and stay here?
People can come and stay here.
It's fantastic. That is quite something, though, to have your own railway station.
Well, I suppose so. Shame the trains aren't here anymore.
No, true.
What you to aim for, Drew?
Yeah. Oh, well, it's on the list. Yeah. Things to do.
Towers stopped.
Next, it's over to the suspension bridge, built especially for the estate in 1905.
Poo sticks.
Poo sticks. Here we go.
Poo sticks.
Here's
Got to
one
do
I
this.
prepared earlier.
Right. 1, 2, go. That was definitely mine. See that one in the lead?
The one in the lead.
One in the lead. That's yours, T.
Is it?
Distant third.
It was a good,
Very
good
distant.
strong third. Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, stunning.
One of the greatest pleasures of my job is meeting really interesting people and getting into places which you'd never get to. And then seeing things like that station, having his own station because I just want one. That's great. That's very British. I like that.
While the estate is impressive, Drew is here to buy. So, as promised, Lord Hamilton takes him to one of his storage sheds.
This is where I want to be, really. Oh, yeah, a lot. This is all the family furniture.
Some of it.
Nice old mirror. They could have used this portrait or landscape, couldn't they? Portrait, they've had it as portrait. I see a painted mirror as soon as I walk through the door. It's on my right-hand side down. It's got nice old sort of ebonising, proper ebonising, what's left of it, and proper old gilding as well. Extremely worn.
This English ebonised and gilt mirror with original plate and backboards is from the early 19th century. After a basic polish, it could be worth up to £600.
The ridiculous thing, if the mirror was more distressed, it would be a lot more valuable to me.
All right, so I should have left it outside a bit longer then.
I think it's worth, to see a profit, 300.
300.
300.
400.
400. Yes, I'm not in an arguing mood today. Yeah,
that's good. This is.
Mirrors are something I always want. Big mirrors are good, but not too big, and that falls just in about the right middle. It's not too big, but it'll fit more or less anywhere as well. And it's big enough to see most of your body, and people like that.
With his first purchase made, Drew resumes his hunt. But despite piles of antique furniture, nothing is catching his eye.
What's that in there? It's like a nice old cupboard. This black and gold, because that mirror's painted black and gold. Did you have that? Is that from one bit of the particular bit of the house?
I'm not sure, actually. I think it's probably something that came out of Apley.
He's got a black painted, what would have been a wardrobe or a linen press, but that black and gold painting that matches the mirror is on that too. So I've now got another piece of furniture that matches that piece of furniture in a similar distressed condition.
This cupboard is from the late Georgian period and has original black painted finish and gilt detailing. Once restored, it could fetch up to £800.
I'm going to have to put some shelving or something in it. It'll have to be made into a useful piece of furniture. Again, it's a useless piece of furniture because hangers won't hang that way in it. They'd only hang that way. So we're going to put some shelves in there if we're able to buy it, turn it into more of a food cupboard.
Yeah, would you give me 300 for that?
Yes. There you go, we'll have that. Okay. Thank you, deal. Thank you very much. Financially today, as a sort of, you know, a house call, because this is what this is, financially it'll pay off. We're not that far away from home, only a couple of hours. And I bought 2 pieces, but there's profit in both and enough to make it worth coming here today.
Okay, then. It's been a very good day for both of us. He's found a couple of good items. He's had a good look around the estate, and hopefully he's had an entertaining day, and I've enjoyed it as well.
So you had a fun day today then?
I have. What we bought, though, that's all right.
Mirrors, not as distressed as you normally buy?
No, not at all, but the frame's nice, you know? The cabinet, although looking a bit dull, the paint's fab.
With 2 valuable pieces on board, Drew and T make the trek back to base.
See? Done? Yeah.
Welcome home.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Have you had a good time?
Yes, we've got some bits. So a mirror. It's got the original gilding.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not as distressed as Drew tends to like the mirror plate, but very, very commercial. Ah, big old cupboard, that's lovely.
Original paint.
Well done.
It's got all the right things to be an early 19th century one as well. Really nice bit of rough oak on the top, which gives it a nice date. Original paint, original gilding, original handles, original base, no interior. So we'll shelve it.
It's original one.
It's very, very original.
The next day, French polisher Alex gets to work on making the shelves for the Georgian cupboard.
So we've got this nice old yellow pine, which will be perfect for the interior. So we just need to cut it to size, and then we can fit it.
Once the planks are cut, Gavin strips all the paint off to get to the original pine. And Alex stains strips of wood that will hold the shelves in place.
See, it just looks nice and aged. So we're just beating up the edges of the repairs to give them an older look about them, make them look a bit worn, get a bit of a patina on them, and then we'll just rough them up a bit more.
Once he's satisfied with the look of the wood strips, it's time to stain the shelves. After they're stained to match the colour of the cupboard, the shelves can be fitted. The Georgian cabinet is now ready for Drew's inspection.
So we're all done. Got a nice shine on it for you.
Very nice.
Lost all the knobs and the catches.
Perfect.
A nice new brass lock.
Lovely. English.
We've fitted new shelves in there out of the old timber. New support, so yeah.
Nobody would ever know. It's come up exactly how I thought. In some ways slightly better because Alex has managed to find some old shelves and make them fit. So the whole thing's good, the lock's good on it, it's got a good quality English solid brass lock on it now. That all works. So it's a good piece of furniture now, it's useful, it's good looking, it's the right colour, the finish is just perfect, some of the wear is absolutely outstanding. And it just sits well. It's not too tall either, so it's going to fit most places, and it's not too deep. So it's got everything going for it. And there's a profit there. All I've got to do now is sell it.
On Salvage Hunting, at a 13th century house in the Lake District,
Come in. Thank you. Beautiful.
Drew makes a startling find.
Whoa. What's that? It's a sceptre. This is remarkable.
On a visit to a classic car collector in Hertfordshire,
Look at those.
prices go sky high.
And you said £50,000, is that right?
And in Derbyshire,
Oh, wow, look at
he's
this.
enthralled by the workings of a Victorian mill.
That's amazing.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Hello. So this is not open to the public, this then?
No.
Some fabulous pieces in here.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm having a bit of a dance with her now. That's an antique.
In his hunt for treasure,
Here is our junk room.
Well, that's quite nice junk.
everything has its price.
100 quid.
You're joking.
No. 1,500. We'll have a deal. OK.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
I quite like that.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
With help from his wife Rebecca and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems. Architectural salvage expert Drew Pritchard has just been tipped off about a large country estate that's been refurbished and could have some interesting pieces for sale. So he's back on the road to check it out. It's a 3-hour drive north to the Lake District. The village of Askham is set in the Eden Valley, a mix of picturesque villages, lush green fells and wild heathland.
We're coming a long way up the M6 today, Drew.
We are. We are Oop North, and we are off to Askham Hall to see. They've got a Grade 1 13th century peel tower in the middle of a beautiful estate in the middle of the British countryside.
Are we ever leaving?
We're not leaving. No. Well, hopefully we're not leaving without any stock. We're off to meet Charles Lowther, or Charlie Lowther, as I think he prefers to be known.
Okay.
I'm Charles Lowther, and welcome to Askham Hall. And Askham Hall is a home that my family have lived in for the last 200 years. We've got some fantastic old antiques in the house, and we're hoping that Drew will come along and find some little nuggets. And I'm open to a bid, and I like a good haggle, so, you know, see what happens.
Askham Hall dates back to the 13th century. It was built as part of a network of peel towers, fortified tower houses that guarded England against Scottish raiders. Charlie's ancestors once owned most of Cumbria. Today, Charlie is working hard to turn the estate into a viable business, and his childhood home is now a luxury hotel and boat hall. Much of the old furnishings and fittings were used in the renovations, but some were abandoned.
But it's got all the right credentials. Extremely wealthy family in the past. I mean, extremely wealthy.
Yeah.
One of the wealthiest families in Britain in the 19th century.
So we're looking at top end today, possibly.
I think whatever we find will be the best of the best. Now, if we just can get a little bit of that, we're doing well. Askham Hall Gardens. Right, try not to hit the gate posts.
Shall do my best.
It's a bit tight.
Nudge on the gate there, and we're in.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at those. Look at those. Charles.
Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. Drew, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
How you doing? Nice to meet you. This is Porter.
Hello, Porter. Hello.
Yeah, welcome to Askham Hall.
Thank you very much.
Come on a good day.
Yes,
Thankfully, we were a bit worried earlier. It was going to be a bit rainy, but it's cleared up nicely, so, yeah.
It's really, really beautiful, isn't it? Well, I'd love to see the inside.
Great, we'll come in.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come in.
Thank you.
See the griffins on the chairs here?
I know.
These are all the
already
old...
started spotting nice bits of furniture everywhere.
This is the welcome to the hallway.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Love the lighting against this. No, it's wonderful. This room looks interesting.
Yeah, come
because
through.
your whole concept here and the ethos behind the place is what exactly?
It's about food. We have all our own animals. We have a big polytunnel. We have our own vegetable gardens. And we've got some really amazing chefs. And the idea is that people come here. It's like a home from home. They can relax and they can kick back as if they're just chilling out at home. It's not like a hotel.
It's like being at home, or at your friend's house, isn't it?
That's well. If your friends have got a place like this, then they're doing all right.
None of my friends got a place like this, no.
No, and then you just come in, have a drink, chill out, and then go and have an amazing dinner.
Lovely. So are we in the Peel Tower now?
This is, yeah.
It's got such a great feel to the building, hasn't it? It really has. But we're here to buy. Nothing in the house for me, I know that. But I'd like to see what you don't want.
Well, there's homes for everything, but so far there's things we haven't found homes for, so this is your lucky day. You got a chance to come and pick up something really unusual.
That's wonderful. Let's go and have a look.
Okay.
Come on, Porter. Come on. Same thing. Battered to hell.
This
kicked around everywhere.
Do you recognise what this is? So these are all the storerooms that we've been using for leftovers. Do you want to go in first?
Yeah, please.
After you. After you. No tea.
Well, this has to be the tidiest storeroom I've ever been in. I'm all right to poke around?
Yeah, go for it, yeah. We've got all these lovely glasses.
They're nice.
Yeah, they're very, 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 very nice glasses.
Little rummers.
Yeah. Then you've got all these decanter bottles.
I like that one.
She's quite cool, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a bit naughty.
Yeah. For coffee, you know,
nothing better.
Nothing better. And we've got loads of these in the restaurant now, and we use all this kind of stuff for.
Whoa!
Wow. What's that?
It's a sceptre. Can I lift it out?
Yeah, go for it.
Did you not know that was there then?
No, I didn't know it was there.
Wow.
But
Wow.
Is that ivory?
Yes.
That's pretty smart, because it's so smooth, isn't it?
One piece to there, then another, and then another.
Does that mean you're not allowed to buy it?
It's got
No, it's absolutely fine.
As long as it's not new.
I think it's pre-46, 1946. You're OK.
This ivory sceptre was made in the UK in the 19th century. Sceptres have been used since ancient Greek civilization as a symbol of power and authority. They're often made of metal or carved wood and topped with precious stones. This one could be worth £6,000.
This is remarkable. What a thing to find. Value-wise.
That's the thing, and so many of these things are very...
I mean, where do you even start?
Yeah.
Really no idea. Never seen one before.
No.
I couldn't sell it, I don't think.
No. I don't think I can sell it.
If I were you, I wouldn't sell it.
No.
It's part of the history of the house, and in 100 years' time, maybe...
It will come into context at some stage.
Yes. A bespoke, top-of-the-range, money-no-object item, and that's what that is. You won't find much better this side of a palace. Amazing. Right, I think we better put that back.
Yeah.
There you go. Shall we move on to the next room?
Sure.
Come on. Very, very
There's more storerooms here.
Nice little garden bench.
Yeah. There's... Those are my mum's old deck chairs.
Gold. I can't believe it.
What?
I bought a pair of these last week. I haven't had any in 15 years, and I bought a pair last week.
All right.
In a junk shop in Margate.
Yeah. They're quite comfy, actually.
They're cool, aren't they?
These retro poolside chairs were made by the General Trading Company in the UK in the 1950s. Made of wood and treated to resist the elements, these elegant but practical chairs would have been perfect for guests to lounge in by a private pool. As a pair, they could sell for £450.
Those chairs have just got design, glamour, old world glamour. You know, you imagine the 50s, Monaco, whizzing up in your convertible Maserati, jump out next to the pool, somebody brings you gin and tonic, you'd be sat in that chair. That's what that chair tells you. So, do you think you could let those go?
Top salvager Drew Pritchard is at Askham Hall in Cumbria.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Wow.
He hasn't bought anything yet, though he has got his eye on a pair of 1950s pool chairs.
What?
These are cool. Like these a lot.
But will Charlie Lowther agree to sell?
They're quite comfy, actually.
They're cool, aren't they? I've just bought a pair, and I paid £160 for the pair.
Right.
So I don't know if... Are we in the right ballpark?
I was never going to use them, so... Yeah, if you think that's something that you,
Well, I'll tell you what, to be fair with you, because you're not sure either, if I give you a couple £100 for the pair, I'm happy.
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's have a deal. Thanks, Charlie.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Something that I would never have thought you would have been interested in. I just thought...
Just the design is so good. Our design clientele will love these. First deal, let's be really fair. Charlie's happy, I'm happy. Can't wait to see the next room.
Before they go on to another room, something catches Drew's eye.
Like those. I think there's somebody in there he wants.
Yeah. So these one out as well.
Yeah. So these are from the 50s?
They're quite cool.
Yeah. Good look. I stumbled across a pair of beautiful white glazed table lamps. Italian, 50s, really cool. A pair, mint condition.
I might try and use those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's always the way.
I've got a few more rooms to,
have you?
to do. Yeah. They're quite nice.
I'll give you... It's a good price, actually. It's a very good price. I'll give you £300 for those. That's pretty good, because you can easily replace them for that as well. You don't look tempted. How much would I need to up my offer to buy those? With Charlie, I think he's seeing things for the first time as well, that I'm seeing them, which is incredibly exciting. But I think when he sees them, he realises how beautiful they are, and he understands why I want them.
Dunno, because they're one-off those, and I think they would come in handy in one of our bedrooms.
I hate it when somebody else likes things. Come on, then, let's see another room.
Yeah.
Are they all in this building? Come on, Porter.
Yeah, well, we've got lots upstairs as well, so...
Okay.
This is the main loft.
Ooh, look at that.
I think they're the original door knockers.
Yeah.
Now the castle.
A fabulous patination on those. So you've got two.
Well, let's have a look. There's another box underneath.
Oh, that's a door knocker.
Yeah, but I actually have never seen this one.
Oh, that's different.
Porter quite likes it.
These are incredible. Is there just the one in there?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Porter, go on, Edge.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they?
These rare phosphor bronze door knockers were made in the UK in the early 19th century. They come from Lowther Castle, Charlie's ancestors' family seat, and were removed after it was closed in 1957. They could fetch £6,000.
Come in. You're unlikely to find a better pair anywhere outside of a museum or another stately home. Staggering. What are your plans for these?
Well, I don't know.
That sounds like you'd be tempted to sell them.
Well, I have no idea on the value of them, and...
I think these are really what anybody's just prepared to pay for them. For me to buy them with a profit in them, I would pay you for these £2,000. I did mean each as well, you know.
Oh, right. Well, I think it's one of those things where I wouldn't be so sure to do a deal on the day on these, because I don't know enough about them. But it's something I would do a bit more research on.
Well, what I'd say is, I'll leave a bid of £4,000 on them.
Yep.
You can
Have
let me
about
know
it.
whatever you feel. I would probably pay more if pushed, and there'd still be a profit left in them if I could bear to part with them. Sometimes the item is just so good, money doesn't matter. Oh, look at the state of you. Come on.
After his unsuccessful bid in the loft, Drew's on the hunt for some other items to make his trip up north worthwhile.
What have we got in here? Ooh.
That clock is one I got to get restored.
Yeah. OK. Well, let's concentrate on these then, shall we? Look at that thing. A bronze cast brass case for photographs, is it? Or for... Oh, all right, I wish I hadn't picked that up.
Put it on the boxes there. He says that every time he picks something up.
This brass display case was made in Europe in the late 19th century. With glazed glass sides and a velvet interior, it was designed to hold hand-carved portraits known as cameos. It could be worth £700.
That's an unusual one. I have never seen one before.
Right.
So it's a very good quality museum cabinet of some sort.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'd
very,
have to
very
class
heavy.
it as that. It's very heavy. What I liked about it was just quality, and it was different. And that panel at the back with the oval pieces in, that could be removed, and you could put something else in there. It's a curio, but a really, really good quality one as well. Super quality.
It's just one of those things that you find and where does it come from?
Yeah,
no
where's
idea.
it come from?
What's it going to do with it?
What on earth do I do with it? 300? What do you think?
Should we do a bit of bartering?
Can do.
A bit of haggling?
Let's start. I'm still going to be at 3, but let's do it.
Excuse me.
No, go on. You can. Let's have a go.
How about 4?
How about 4? let's meet in the middle, 350.
Fine.
Thanks
very much.
Yeah,
Well done.
thanks, great. You have to be careful with that. If you break that glass, it's worth nothing.
Have I ever? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. OK. Perfect. I've come to this astonishing house, seen in a place I really want to come back to without work, and bought some good things and met Charlie. So a good day, a really good day.
We had a really good day today. I really enjoyed meeting Drew, and he's given me a new insight into some of the things that we've had sitting in store for ages, things that we didn't really appreciate, and also it's good to have maybe offloaded a few things that we couldn't make use of, and he's got use for, so it's been a good day all round.
Right, we done.
Brilliant.
Finished.
Well done.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Enjoyed today.
Thank you. All right. Nice to meet you.
Cheers, bye. Lovely bloke.
Yeah, great bloke.
Charlie, wasn't he? A gent of the old school. Very nice. So anyway, there's money in what we've got, so on to the next place now, please.
The following day, it's about a 300-mile journey south to Hertfordshire to make a long overdue visit.
We're going to meet a guy I've wanted to meet for years, and his name's Stuart Imber.
OK.
And he is a Mercedes enthusiast, racer, restorer, and also he has got a phenomenal collection of automobilia. He does sets for one of the largest and best, if not, in fact, no, the best classic car show in the world.
Goodwood.
Goodwood. Yeah. What I'm hoping is he's got some overspill.
I'm Stuart Imber. I was born in the 50s and lived not far from a garage and loved motor cars from a real early age. So everything from petrol pumps to enamel signs to cars was always a passion for me, and still is.
This trip is an indulgent one for Drew. It's more pleasure than business, as he knows there will be little for sale. But it's a rare opportunity to see Stuart's unique collection of classic cars and vehicles, which has never been open to the public.
OK, so we are pretending we're working today, is that?
We are working. We are working. Seriously, would I lie to you two? Yeah, would you? Go on. Stuart.
Hi, how you doing?
Drew, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Finally.
Absolutely.
So
finally.
pleased to be here.
How you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, good, all good.
Can we get started straight away? Get out the cold?
Yeah, out the cold, absolutely, no problem at all. Yeah. So, here we go. OK.
Ho, 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 ho. This is good, Stuart. This is.
Thank you.
This is why I wanted to come here. This is brilliant and also terrible at the same time. because you and I know I want to buy everything and I can't buy any of it. But this is amazing. How long has it taken you to put this lot together?
This is starting around 30 odd years ago, when things were at the price.
Yeah,
that
when
they
it was
should have been.
fun.
When it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I don't know where to look. I don't know where to look.
Well,
This
feel
is
free.
incredible.
Just enjoy. Just take it all in. Thank you.
Aerial. I mean, there's this. There's makes and pieces here. Of long,
They go
gone,
back a lot.
long
Yeah.
gone businesses.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Look at that, T.
What's that off?
Nardi steering wheel. My favourite, actually. Today, I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I've known about Stuart and Stuart's collection and his cars for years. He has got a business, which I don't think is a business. This is just fun. He's having a ball, and so am I, looking at all this stuff. He likes the same things I like, and he's collected it all, and he's kept it, and that's hard to do. These are good. It's a huge collector's market for these, T. Ah, you've got a Porsche tractor as well.
But I actually bought it from that man there, he was in his 80s. He sold this from new in 1963, and I've got all the paperwork.
Have you restored that?
Yeah. He did all the mechanics. I brought it back here, and we have painted it.
This tractor was made in Germany in the mid-20th century. It was designed by the legendary auto engineer Ferdinand Porsche in the pre-war years, when he also created the Volkswagen Beetle. It's worth around £35,000.
The collection's just super. There's pieces in here that collectors, like the illuminated Ferrari sign,
Sure,
for instance, they would be hot for that.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
It looks original to me.
Yeah,
It
no,
is
that
original,
is.
yeah.
They actually don't go out.
No?
No.
Some stuff is just...
That would never leave. The same as that. That's
the wall seal one, that's
absolutely
nice. Is
beautiful.
that original as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Now, that's great.
Isn't it lovely?
That's super.
Weighs absolute ton.
Yeah, that's probably... There's not going to be much call for that, I'd say. Probably best get rid of that one, I'd say.
Yeah, you're right. It's a shame they spelled garage wrong as well, isn't it? You know what I mean?
There's a few things in here I absolutely love. And he's got 3 or 4 garage signs. Now, these are the earlier things. These are just your generic down-the-road garage, 2 guys in boiler suits fixing your car for you. That really excites me.
This vintage sign came from a garage in Devon and dates from around the 1930s. It's made of wood and has its original paint, so is an attractive piece for collectors. It could sell for £1,500.
This is the sort of thing that I buy, which translate very well into my business.
I appreciate
that type of thing. Love that sign.
Thank you.
Would it be rude of me to try and buy it?
It wouldn't be rude of you because I like you too much. So it wouldn't be rude of you. But it wouldn't be for sale.
No. God, that is good. That is good.
Yeah.
Fascinating, incredible collection, learning loads. Slightly frustrated, can't buy anything, but, you know, that's OK. Maybe I'm not here to buy, maybe I'm here to sell him things in the future.
Architectural salvage supremo Drew Pritchard is having a lot of fun at a unique automobile collection in Hertfordshire.
Ho, 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 ho. This is good. Love that sign.
But it wouldn't be for sale.
No. God, that is good. That is good.
But is there anything for him to buy?
This is what a collection. I absolutely adore this. Just the fact you've done it, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
I'd like to see some more. Have you got a workshop out the back
We've got a
there?
workshop.
Can we go there?
Yeah, we can. Let's go.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Superb. Oh, now you're talking. So this looks a little bit more...
This is props.
This is props.
This is props that get used a lot, that go out quite a bit. You know, they're all working, all running. This we bought early in the year and we restored it up. You know, that...
Love that.
Just recently.
Wonderful. I mean, sort of... Oh, that's very difficult. So I can't buy anything in here.
No, sorry.
Not even that. Well, that's my favourite so far.
It's lovely, isn't it?
That's my favourite. There's some wonderful, wonderful pieces here. So the hand sign written, or the hand cut, or the ungilded, those I love. And there's a big difference between I like it and I love it, and those I love. They're the sort of thing that if I bought them, there's no way I'd sell them.
Next, they go upstairs to look at some items Stuart has in storage.
So what's all this stuff in here, then?
This is just brown furniture that we use.
This is just overspill.
It's overspill, but we use it. They're good fillers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when we're doing an office or something like that. So, yeah, all good.
The angle poises, that's a mid-range one.
Yeah. Yeah, we use that for...
This is nice.
office.
I like this one.
Yeah, we use that.
That's a good... You use these?
For workbenches.
That's a nice one. That's... There you go. That sort of encompasses a lot of what we do. Originality, right colour, unusual factory bracket, japanned, you know,
We've got
just
quite a few
super.
of those in there.
Super, super,
But
super.
again, you know, sorry to say, they're just stuff that we're going to use.
I haven't bought anything so far today, and I really should be bothered, and I'm really not. I'm just having a great time. He just likes all the things that I really like, and he's got tons of it, and he's keeping all of it, and I can't do anything about it. So that's the way it is. Superb.
With none of the auto memorabilia for sale, the next step is to see Stuart's collection of classic cars.
Here we go. If you want to go through.
Look at those. I'm a massive Merc Estate fan. I always have them. I never have anything else. I've always got one, whatever else I'm driving. I love that. So it's a Universal Estate.
Yep.
Superb.
67, 1967.
Just lovely.
This Mercedes-Benz 230S is the estate version of a popular mid-size saloon built by the German company in the 1960s. Known as the fin tail for its distinctive aerodynamic tail fins, it was the first series of Mercedes cars to be crash tested for passenger safety. It could fetch £30,000.
It runs and drives beautifully, absolutely beautifully. And as I said to you as well, it's a very rare one. It's got the rear seat compartment in the back.
I love
that
it.
Just pops
Love
out.
it. These cars, T, this and the cars that led all the way through into the 80s even, are some of the best built cars. I mean, technically put together, aren't they? Nuts and bolts.
Absolutely.
Nuts and bolts, these things are as good as it gets.
These were made by hand. You can lift the bonnet of one of these and literally no two cars would be the same. The last of the hand-built Mercedes is what they actually call
They're
it.
just beautiful. I love the colour as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
It's
all a ridge.
This one, I've got to ask. I don't know if you know, what's the market value today for something like that? Because these don't come up on the market very often.
And that's the problem.
So how do you
know? I don't know. So this car is insured for £30,000. But is it more? Is it less? There will be people out there that will argue the fact, well, you know, it's not worth that sort of money.
If that was for sale now, I'll write you a cheque today for 25,000 and be happy to buy it. And because every now and again you fall in love with something.
Sure.
And I think that's just
Yeah.
wonderful. Everything about it.
Yeah.
Look at the styling.
Yeah.
So one day maybe.
Yeah, one day.
One day maybe. Keep me in mind. I'm sure there's quite a list.
And you said £50,000.
So, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
What can I say? I bought nothing, sold nothing, had a great day.
Thank you. It's been great. Thank you.
I found a new friend, as far as I'm concerned. It's not about anoraks, it's not about anything like that at all. We've just had good fun. And I think if we had a week together, we still wouldn't be enough time. It's a shame he couldn't buy anything, but at the end of the day, that's the way it goes. But I think, you know, somewhere along the line, as he said, he's going to find stuff to sell to me. So there's a role reversal. But great fun, and enjoyed every minute of it.
I'll crew. Today has made a connection between Stuart and I. So now, when I'm offered this sort of thing, I can offer it straight to him. We get on. We understand each other, and that's good. I loved that.
I can tell.
I wanted to go and see those cars for as long as I can remember. The first time I saw them in the magazine. But they're built so well. You know, if something needs 2 screws, it's got 6.
Right.
And the thickness and the gauge of the steel. The bumpers, you can barely lift one. The wings are twice the weight of a normal car wing, minimum. Everything's just...
And they raced them.
Well, they did race them, by the factory raced them. But for Stuart to race one, that's really brave.
Yeah.
That is really brave for him to race one. Anyway, a cracking day. So let's go home and face the music. Hello. You right? Good, good, good. You know, we've been to see Stuart, Imber,
Yeah.
Mercedes.
Oh, I thought you looked happy. I really thought I'd see a car.
We didn't buy anything.
Nothing.
Didn't you?
Nothing.
Be honest about how much work we did.
None.
You've
didn't
had
buy
a
anything.
jolly. You've had just a lovely time.
I didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
I didn't sell anything. I did no work. And it was brilliant. I had a really good
You did try and buy one of his cars, though?
I did try and buy one of his cars. He's got a 67 Mercedes Universal Estate. Do you know the big Merc that I like?
They're massive.
He's got a really rare estate version that was hand-built, and I offered him 25,000 quid for it.
And?
Turned it down. He said £50,000. 25,000. Turned it down just flat, like no.
I really thought I'd see something.
But it was amazing. He had one of the best automobilia collections I've ever seen.
Ever.
It was staggering. And his cars are just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, you didn't spend any money.
Didn't spend any money. Nearly spent 25 grand, ended up spending nothing. Anyway, there you go.
Doesn't look like we haven't done
All
any
done.
work.
It was great fun, though. It was brilliant, brilliant fun. It was a nice, easy day. Hello, Drew Pritchard.
A few days later, and Drew's got the sniff of some good things to be found at a 19th century mill. It's a 2.5-hour drive to Matlock in Derbyshire, travelling through the Peak District.
Do you know an interesting fact about the Peak District?
Yeah, please.
There's no mountains here. So there's no peaks in the Peak District.
Well, surely that's breach of contract on the High Peaks part, then, really.
Yeah.
During the Victorian era, Matlock was a fashionable resort. Visitors came from across the UK to use the town's thermal springs, which were believed to ease pain and illness. Today, Matlock is still a tourist destination for its 19th century architecture and picturesque setting.
We are on our way to a place called Caldwell Mill Heritage Trust, and it's an old flour mill which they've turned into a restaurant, a working museum of sorts.
We know how you love a bit of heavy engineering.
I do love a bit of heavy engineering, I have to say. It's right up my alley.
Excellent.
They've given us a call because obviously they're a heritage trust.
Yeah.
They need to maintain the place. They've got some stuff they might want to get rid of. It's worth a look.
Well, I'm Lance. I've been here about 17 years and I'm the manager at Caldwell's Mill. Caldwell's Mill is a Victorian flour mill and it's been on this site since 1874, replacing other mills. Drew's coming today, so we'll be happy to see him have a look round and hope that he can find something of interest.
I'm hoping for old industrial furniture, as we always are, getting very, very thin on the ground and extremely hard to find.
This looks like it up there on the right.
That's the one, yeah.
Nice. You could actually put your nose to the grindstone, literally, today.
Oh, it's very quaint, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely.
There we are. I like it already. Right then, off we go. Lance.
Drew, how the devil are you? Nice
Good
to see you.
see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
This is T.
Right, Lance,
hello,
how are
T.
you?
Nice to
good?
see you. Yeah. Not again.
Nice to be here. Can we have the full tour?
Yes, certainly
We
can.
go
yes.
through here?
We go through this door, yeah.
Ah, fabs. This is the old mill itself.
This is the ground floor with most of the machines in here, actually. So we'll just go down, straight down here, and then I'll show you the machines.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Very old roller mills, this. Possibly the oldest in the world.
Is it really?
I would think so. Well, this is the beginning of the modern technology, actually. This is the beginning of the roller system, which started in about 1880, really.
It's incredibly complete.
So this is where the turbine is under there. So this is the control unit. So I'm just going to switch it on. Yeah. And then we're going to turn the sluice round here, turn the lever round for the sluice, and then the water comes underneath our feet, starts the turbine, and then the shaft starts to rotate, and there's a big belt behind there which goes up to a generator. Can you see the belt? Yeah. So it's going to give us power as well as start to run.
Brilliant. Let's see
the
it.
mill, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's just a case of me.
Watch yourself.
Keeping fit.
Kick back on you.
If you go over there, where that grill is, you'll start to see the water come out eventually. Keeps you fit, this, you know.
That's it. Come on, Lance, give it some. It's coming out now.
You can just see it down over there.
That's the generator kicking in.
So is everything running off water power now? With
Yes.
green energy now?
We've got the electricity and we've got the mill running on it, so
everything upstairs is working?
Everything's working, so we'll have to go upstairs and have to show you what's going on.
Please, yeah, which way do we go?
This way through here.
All right. Oh, Warwick, what's this?
These are the interesting things, the sifters.
Oh, blimey, look at that. See those things there?
Yeah.
What are they? Are they rubber or timber?
rattan canes.
Really?
And some of them have been there for 100 years, holding 2¼ tons off the floor. And the wheat drops into there. And those are the levels of sieve.
That's amazing.
It is fantastic. And those are the outlets from the different levels to go back down again and get reground.
I
come back up again.
No idea it was this complicated.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I can't get over those canes.
Rattan canes, incredible.
The working mill's building and contents are protected, but Lance has some quirky bits and pieces in the office which he thinks might appeal.
This stuff that you needing to get rid of, maybe?
Well, yes, in a way, yeah.
Okay,
There's not lots of things, but...
there's a few of the sort of things that I buy.
Right.
We've got these stacking bureau bookcases here. These were made for solicitors' offices.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing I buy, and also these.
Oh, dear.
These sort of architect's chairs like that.
Yeah.
We're always after those as well. This isn't a really early one, but still very good looking. See, with this sort of turned base here.
Very solid, isn't it?
Very solid. You know, the beautiful construction on them. But it's still got a look, you know? It's still got enough in it, sort of, there you go, to make it worth our while.
This English architect's chair was made in the 1980s from a mid-20th century design. Upholstered in vinyl, the backrest and height are adjustable. It could be worth around £200.
It's in pretty good nick, really. It sort of seems a bit odd as a desk chair, so I'm wondering, is this something that you'd consider selling?
Drew is at Cordwell's Mill in Derbyshire.
Now look at that.
He's had a good look around the working 19th century flour mill.
No idea it was this complicated.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Now he's down to the serious business of buying, and he's interested in this 1980s architect's chair.
So I'm wondering, is this something that you'd consider selling?
I think we would, actually, because it doesn't really belong in it. It's something that's been brought in.
No.
So it's the sort of thing I think we could do, quite honestly.
OK. Well, to me, an earlier one's worth about 200. This one, because I'm going to have to recover and get this off and put some leather on it, is worth 100 quid in this state.
Well, I think we could easily replace it for that sort of money without any trouble at all. So I think, yes, that sounds all right to me.
Nice one. Thanks, Lance. Yeah, we'll have a deal on that. That's brilliant. Yeah, no, we'll have that. Is there anywhere else to see?
We can go across upstairs into the attic and have a look up there to see if there's...
OK, well, if you show us where we are, because I'm lost now.
Yeah.
Nice one. That's great.
Drew continues the search on the upper floors.
OK, so this is...
This is where you can have a look round. I'll let you have a look, really.
This is just sort of spare furniture and stuff, is it?
It's been pushed in and, yeah. It's not exactly the most hygienic place to be.
Well, there's... what about this, though, Lance?
Well, it's a possibility, because I don't think it actually belongs to the mill.
There you go. Go back a bit. Go up there. And stick it here. We buy these and then they have a light restoration. We sell them to restaurants and bars, and they put
a menu,
and put their menus on them.
Yeah, great.
It looks good. It looks pretty cool.
This vintage school blackboard was manufactured in the UK in the 1950s. The frame is made of oak. With its original casters, it could sell for around £400.
But this one's a little bit better than the norm. It's got that oak around the side. Sometimes they don't have that. It's missing one of the little spandrels down there.
Yeah.
But it's still worth sort of 120 to me, so I don't know if you're allowed to let this go or what.
I don't use it like I used to have to use it before, when the school kids came and we had, you know, they sat in here and talked about things. So, reluctantly, even though it sort of fits in with the surroundings, I think I will possibly be prepared to sell it.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, great, OK. Well, if you're not using it, I'll happily donate 120 quid to the trust.
Well, that would be fine. OK then, Drew, thank you. Cheers.
You've got to get it down now.
You can chalk that down as a success.
I've just seen the board rubber over there. I'm going to go and get it and throw it at you.
I'm trying to get sacked so I don't have to carry it down the stairs.
No, I genuinely am going to throw it at you.
Well, it has come up, so it must go down.
The negotiations with Lance are fairly easy because I'm just being really upfront and saying that's what it's worth to me. It's a fair bid every time, and he's saying yes to it. I can't go up on any of these bids. I'm just going to go straight and say, there you go, because all the money is going to keep the mill going, and that's got to be a good thing, and I'm going to make some money too.
The last stop on the tour is the mill's workshop.
Right, this is our lovely workshop.
Oh, nice. So this is not open to the public, this, then?
No, no, unless they make an effort to climb over the fence.
Yeah.
But we can do lots of things. We've even got a lathe, an old lathe that's stripped down at the moment. But
And rollers as well. I can't take my eyes off this, to be honest with you.
This is
Where
something.
did that come from?
Well, it was one of our managers who used to make things like that. He was an ex-naval man, and he made it as a little steam one, and it used to work, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. But he died about 4 or 5 years ago, and so it's just been left in here.
It was this wonderful little homemade, really, scratch-built, we'll call it, little steamboat. And these were really, really popular in the Victorian period. Pretty much popular today still. But this one was so naive, so basic. The tin sides on it had been painted, had started to rust through, and the screws he'd put on, he'd sort of ball-peened the ends over to look like rivets.
Work gone into that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
This handmade toy steamboat is built out of tin and powered by a steam turbine. Although not an antique, it's appealing, and to the right collector, it could fetch £120.
Got a mate who deals in things like that, but what's it worth? What's it worth? It's a sort of 50 quid item. It's worth a lot more. But it's a 50 quid item because I can't really do anything with it.
So,
it's got a good look, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
It's got a good look.
Yeah.
So you're happy with that?
I'm happy because it would be
OK. Thank you. All right.
useful to somebody.
Why not?
There's one more thing Lance wants to show Drew.
Ah. Oh, this is nice. Is this the original mill office?
This is the lovely mill office, yes. And
it's fab.
Dates back. We've even got photos in 1915 of the yard.
Oh, it's there.
And there's the office, look.
Wow. And that there is where we are.
It's here.
I love these tall stools.
Yeah.
These would have been for the clerks, wouldn't they?
Well, actually, they said that the manager used to sit on this chair and he could look both ways to see what his blokes were doing, not pinching a sack of flour or something like that, you know. But these old desks, of course, which, you know...
Yeah, all writing
fantastic,
slopes.
yes.
Oh, this is really nice. Very complete, isn't it?
And there as well, look.
Pitch pine and the safe.
We've got 2 of those.
This is nice. For a little first aid kit. That's lovely.
That dates back a bit, doesn't it?
That's great, isn't it? Smells like an old medicine cabinet, which it is.
Yeah.
Lovely. Brilliant office. I'm glad you've kept it in this sort of unrestored state. It's really, really good. My job is nothing if not unusual, and I've managed to buy 3 very different things. You know, we bought the swivel chair from an architect's office, then we bought a blackboard from a school, and a homemade steam-built boat. You know, it's a real odd one. One thing that they all will do, but will sell in a matter of days. They will be gone within the month, all 3. And that's a nice little tidy profit. And today we will be in profit when they're all finished.
Yeah, just pop it on the tail lift. Some fun in.
It's been a good day. I was quite happy with what we got, and he seemed to be quite happy with what he got as well, so it's been good for both of us.
Lance, thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoyed it.
Really good, I enjoyed it.
Good show, tremendous.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a good journey?
Yes, back up to Wales.
All right.
Might stop on a few more places on the way, you never know.
I'm sure you will, yeah.
Thank you, Lance. It's been great today.
Thank you. Great stuff.
It's great.
Yeah.
And good luck with the trust.
OK, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, lovely. Cheers, Lance. So what do you think of that, flour?
Yeah, there was flour. Lots of it.
Hey! Been waiting for that one all day.
You've been milling around.
I've been milling around in it, yeah. Oh. But do you know what we're going to be able to do with all this lot in the back? Make a lot of dough.
Hey!
Hey! That was nice, actually.
Yeah.
Nice place. Nice fella.
Yeah, lovely bloke.
I like Lance. And he wasn't horrible to you either, was he?
No, which is...
unusual.
Yeah.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right, you OK?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Been over in the Derbyshire. We went to a mill. And so we had a good look round. This fella called Lance showed us round.
Yeah.
And they had a part which was like an educational part for kids, where they had bits and bobs, mostly listed. But then they had this as well.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Oak chalkboard. It's got a nice oak surround on the board.
Well, that's great restaurant.
They always go, don't they, straight away? So that was 120 quid.
That's fine.
Clean, polish, cut a new spandrel for there, Gav. Chops are good one. This came out of the same place. This was just put in from... It's not a really old one.
No.
But it's got a great look to it.
Oh, yeah, I like the...
Yes.
What
This
I've
machined alloy. Well, it's cast alloy and then been machined across the top on some sections of it.
What's that, 1950s?
No, it's 1983.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good looking, actually.
100 quid. And one of the guys who was one of the trustees made this. He was an engineer, and it's a proper steam-powered boat with a propeller. Nice, though, isn't it?
It is. Overall, good, saleable, solid items, not a lot of work. So, yes, a good day out.
And Larry the photographer has some fun with the blackboard before it goes to the showroom floor.
Doesn't look like Drew at all, does it?
On Salvage Hunters. At a remote salvage yard near Bournemouth, Drew is drawn to a naked lady.
Blimey.
Beauty, isn't it?
That's a bit special, isn't it? Gorgeous.
On a visit to an exclusive bed and breakfast in Yorkshire.
What are they worth?
For once, he's lost for words. In Liverpool, he visits a shop that specialises in the unique and bizarre.
What is it with having no arms? Why have they got no arms, any of them?
And at a top public school, Drew must resist being too charitable.
Yes, we are thinking about the conservation and completion of the chapel, you know, and we can...
You can pull my heartstrings, but I'm in full business mode now.
Yeah.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Hello. So this is not open to the public, this, then?
No.
Some fabulous pieces in here.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm having a bit of a dance with her now. That's an antique.
In his hunt for treasure...
Here is our junk room.
Well, that's quite nice junk.
Everything has its price.
100 quid.
You're joking.
No. 1,500. We'll have a deal. OK.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
I quite like that.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
With help from his wife, Rebecca, and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems. Architectural salvage expert Drew Pritchard is leaving his hard-working team behind to follow up a hot lead.
Yeah, but...
A traditional salvage yard that's been gathering curios and rare pieces for close to 4 decades. So it's off on a 5-hour drive to Ferndown in Dorset. Just 8 miles inland from the coastal resort of Bournemouth.
Rainy day in Bournemouth then, Drew?
A rainy day in Bournemouth. But that's OK. We're off to meet a guy called Peter, Ace Reclamation.
I've been doing reclamation all my life. My father used to do demolition, and over time it's progressed into what we've got here today.
Ace Reclamation carries a wide range of building materials and architectural antiques from the Victorian and Edwardian eras.
Bournemouth always had a lot of money down here, particularly in the 19th century. Let's just see.
Everyone says I'm fairly hard, but I think I'm fair. But with Drew, if there's something that he's interested in, I'll try and do a trade deal for him.
Strange place to have a salvage yard, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Down a little tiny country lane in a wood.
And they would appear to have ploughed the little country lane as well. It's not the best, is it?
I think this is definitely a private road.
Yeah. There we go.
Hi, Peter.
Drew, how you doing? Nice to meet you too.
How you doing?
Right, T.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Not bad, thank you.
Good, good. Well,
here we are, mate.
Blimey, let's crack on. Look at
Yeah.
this. Wonderful.
Got him past the Land Rover. Past the Land Rover.
What a brilliant yard. You're really tucked away down here, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you've always got to sort of search for treasure, haven't you, I suppose?
Yeah, well, yeah, true. So it's mostly, but it's all just building materials out here?
Yeah, down the front of the yard, it's mainly building materials and railway sleepers. Then we go into like the architectural bits.
Okay, so troughs.
You need a horse's head?
Not right now.
No one's
to be honest with you. The yard's great. It's a good, old-fashioned British architectural salvage yard that's been here 30-odd years. Amazing. And it also has to be one of the tidiest I've ever been to. Incredible. Everything has got its place. So it's mainly reproduction stuff. What are those lamps there, the pier caps? Are they plastic?
I think so. They might be cast aluminium, the bases on them.
Yeah. What about these here?
Yeah, they're for sale.
Are they?
Yeah. There's a little bit of damage on the bottom of the right-hand side. Oh, you mean the trestles?
The trestles?
No, Drew, afraid
You're joking?
not. I thought you meant the cast posts.
No, these.
No, not for sale.
What about those two?
No, I won't sell them.
Why is
we
that?
use them every day.
You're joking?
Yeah, for cutting timber, denailing timber.
Gutted.
Sorry,
Really?
mate. They're very useful. They've been here as long as me.
Oh. That's a definitive no, then.
You get some new ones for 100 quid.
You get some new ones for 40 quid.
Yeah,
You're
of course you
£60
can.
up.
Of course you can.
This is the bit of these yards that I like
This
the most.
is the graveyard.
In fact, well, there you go. What are those made out of? The alloy?
I'd say they were.
Yeah. Too new. Is that a real one?
Yeah.
You got a pair?
I might well have a pair. The other one's similar down there, but it hasn't got the glass.
No, we'll leave those.
OK, cool.
Yeah, no, two. Yeah, shame. The pair of lanterns we've seen, they're almost exactly right, but they're not quite right. And there's a couple of things that I'm just looking at and thinking, no, need to steer clear of those ones. Nothing wrong with them, but the type of lights that I want, and lanterns like that, have to be absolutely authentic. I've just also spotted this here. What sort of money's that?
This late 19th century chimney insert was designed by Thomas Jekyll, an architect and designer from the aesthetic movement, whose innovative ironwork pieces are highly collectible. It could be worth around £400.
How much is that?
£250.
£250.
Is it a Jekyll one or?
Don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm not the expert.
Well, £150 by it.
I'll meet you in the middle. 200 quid. You just don't get them anymore, Drew, like that.
No. Yeah, I'll have that. Thank you. And yes, it is a Jekyll one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good starting point. We've bought something. It's a fireplace by one of the designers I absolutely love. Yeah, all right.
Good stuff.
Okay, yeah, we'll have that.
Lovely.
And now we're going to go have a look around inside and see what's in there. I haven't been there yet.
Inside, he quickly spots another chimney surround.
Blimey.
Beauty, isn't it?
That's a bit special, isn't it?
Mm.
This chimney piece from the early 20th century, with a classical beauty surrounded by a floral motif, was made from freshly blackened cast iron. A fine example of the Art Nouveau period. It could fetch around £2,200.
And do you know when something's so good, you're looking at it square in the face and you're thinking, that can't be right. That can't be right. Can't be right. I'm not going to see one of those too much.
Where are you going to find another one, Drew?
Rebecca like you buying naked ladies.
Well, they would have used symbolism like that, but she's too modern a figure for this.
Really?
Yeah. Good though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I've been around the business long enough that I remember this reproduction stuff starting to come into the country in the early 1980s. And it could be that, but I'm looking on the back and it's got lime render, which is right for period, because people would use cement now. What do you want for it? What are you asking?
I take 1,500 quid for it. I have asked a lot more for it to the public, but I take 1,500 from you.
I'm 99% convinced it's right, because the amount of wear to the nuts and bolts on the back is consistent with use. The degradation and rusting to the metal is consistent with use, but I'm still a bit like that. We'll see. Tricky one. Tricky one. I'm not totally convinced by it. There's elements of it that are right, that feel right, and there's other bits that aren't. Well, grand, buy it.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Architectural salvage expert Drew Pritchard is near Bournemouth at Ace Salvage Yard with dealer Peter Randall.
Blimey.
Drew has made an offer on an Art Nouveau chimney piece, but he's concerned about its authenticity, and Peter's holding out for a fair bid.
I'm taking a bit of a flyer on it, that's all.
I know you are.
Being honest with you.
I know.
12 and we'll have a deal.
12.50 and we'll have a deal.
12.50. It's right, but even if it isn't, we bought it at the right money. Spectacular thing. Not really my style at all, but it's just so good. Anyway, let's go. Let's leave that now.
Yeah.
With a second purchase made, it's up the stairs where there's even more architectural salvage.
Oh, blimey, you can hear the noise, can't you?
The rain.
The rain.
Yeah. Have you got that sinking feeling yet, Drew?
Hey. Oh, you're going to regret that.
It'll tap you up for a price.
Oh, hey. We're here all week.
Just want to have a quick better look at that.
No. No, OK.
Despite the massive amount of stock, there's nothing else to tempt Drew.
I think we're done in here now. Should we, can we get loaded up?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Well, I need some...
Yeah, I've got someone that can help.
muscles.
I've got someone that can help.
Great.
And we got tea.
I wouldn't say help.
Yeah, hindrance.
Well, today's been great. Ace Reclamation has been ace. Peter's a great guy to deal with. The yard's really well organised. You can go around quite quickly. But what I liked about it, there was layers. They've been here for so long. There's sort of layers, you know, there's like 5-6 feet of stuff, and you've got to look through that, and that's always interesting. Much appreciated.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Drew.
And you.
I've got your number, and I'll contact you if I get anything interesting.
You know the sort of thing I want.
Absolutely.
It's not really those, but...
No,
again.
but I've got a good feel.
Thank you for today.
Nice one, T. Nice to meet you, mate. Pleasure.
See you again. It was ace.
Thank you, guys. That's what it's all about.
See ya.
Cheers, all the best. Yeah, it's been an interesting day. Drew's a great bloke. Learned a little bit along the way, and we've had some good fun and earned a few quid at the same time. So generally, yeah, pleased. Yeah, ace day, as they say.
Proper yard. I ended up buying two things I don't very, very rarely buy. But what quality stock?
It's a long drive north to Conwy, but Drew is looking forward to seeing Rebecca's reaction to his latest purchases.
We've been down south.
Down south.
Very far down south.
Where?
We've been to see a guy called Peter at Ace Reclamation.
Oh, yeah.
Architectural salvage dealer. And we got pretty lucky, I think. Just added to my collection of Jekyll and Jekyll-esque.
Ah.
It's like Jekyll light, this one. But it's still right.
Oh, well done.
I've got 3 now, so I can sell them. It's a collection. I'll sell them as a collection now.
Fantastic.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But just come and have a look at this.
OK.
To just... Are you all right with that, see?
Yeah, it's a bit
sure?
heavy. Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's a good one.
It's impressive.
It's real as well, because it took me an hour staring at it and worrying about it. Think, is it real? And yes, it is. But I mean, look at it.
Oh, wow, that fish. I love the grotesque fish. It's not really Drew's cup of tea, but he says he's 99.9% sure it's genuine. I mean, nice bit of profit, possibly. So he's done all right.
A new day, and while Gavin gets to work on polishing the fireplace, Drew and T are back on the road. They're travelling about 130 miles northeast to the village of Orstwick on the edge of the Yorkshire Dales.
Right, T, we are in the frankly stunning Yorkshire Dales.
It is, it's lovely.
And I've never been to this bit. It's beautiful, isn't it? And we're off to meet a guy called Michael Pearson at Ostwick Hall. They've got a small country hall hotel in a tiny little village called Ostwick.
We've lived here for 14 years now and been running the place as a B&B for the last 7.
Originally built in 1180, Orstwick Hall is notable for its 16th century fireplaces and the unique central staircase added by cattle dealer William King in the 19th century.
As with every hotel, we have this wonderful thing in hotels that the furniture gets worn out and they throw it in sheds.
And you come and rescue it.
And then we come and try and find it. And that's what we're doing today.
It's mostly furniture and is stored at the moment right up at the top of the house in the attics. We've also got a coach house which we're using at the moment as a storeroom.
What you've got round here is big money in the day, maybe a hall, maybe something really good.
Excellent.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to meeting Drew and hope he can find some things of interest. The perfect day would be for him to take the whole lot away.
Oh, very nice. That's lovely. Nice balance to the place. Very good. Hi.
Welcome.
Drew.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Michael. How are
Nice
you?
to meet you.
Good?
Love the house.
Yes.
Really beautiful,
it's
isn't it?
quite special, I think.
Oh, yeah. Gorgeous.
The big solid dales.
It is.
Do come in.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
This is the entrance hall.
That's lovely, isn't it? So, I mean, this is all original?
Well, the house dates back to the late 16th century, and it wasn't until the early 19th century that it was made much grander.
Yeah.
And these big columns were put in, and all the big sash windows at the front of the house.
Oh, it's sort of like mini grandeur.
Well, the person who did it was a cattle dealer. That's how he made his fortune. And he was a local man, so I think he was wanting to impress his fellow villagers that he'd finally made it.
Yes,
and
he definitely had.
Yes, sadly, the son went bankrupt, so
always happens.
It then moved out of their family.
It's lovely. The chimney piece as well, that's just
Yes.
great, isn't it?
The fireplace dates from the late 16th century.
Can we have a wander around?
Yes, let's go through into the drawing room.
Oh, it's lovely.
With, again, another of these late 16th century fireplaces.
They are fab and very, very expensive to buy second-hand. Great feeling you've got about the place.
Yeah,
it's nice, very comfortable.
Warm and comfortable.
These are unusual, aren't they? What are these?
Yes, these arches. We know they were put in the 1870s, but we don't know whether they served any function. Unnecessarily grand, really.
Well, the house is pretty unnecessarily grand, but it's great, the pillars, and I love what you've done with the outside, another balance when you've got all that little topiary and then you've got that. It's great.
Yes.
It's great. Orstwick Hall is charming, really, really beautiful. It's got a lovely soft look to it. Some of the original features in there are very, very good. The furniture is mostly new. There's the odd original piece in there, but nothing's caught my eye as yet. Well, we're here to see if you've got anything to sell. I believe you've maybe got some stuff in an outbuilding or in the roof.
Yes, hopefully we can tempt you to...
yes, please. I'm easily tempted.
Very easily tempted.
Very, very low threshold for temptation.
Right.
I can resist everything but temptation, as they say.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, let's have a look around.
Let's go outside.
Michael takes Drew to the coach house, where much of the B&B's unused furniture is stored.
Yes.
OK, so this is what spare furniture and stuff in here?
It's the two wardrobes and the sofa.
They're a bit austere, these. I think the back's been messed with. This doesn't look right. Messed around with that. No, that one's no, too much work involved in that one with the reupholstery. Too expensive.
Yes.
OK.
And the wardrobes.
Wardrobes, no. Even those are an almost pair, but no. Those not for me. No, not quite. Not quite there, I'm afraid.
Not
no.
your sort of thing.
Not my sort of thing at the moment.
Yes.
5 years' time, who knows? But right now.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No. OK. Right. So where's next then? Up to the
house and into the attics.
Oh, it's like being on stage, isn't it? Oh, lovely.
Right up at the top of the house.
Yeah.
So pause to catch your breath.
Yeah.
And we've got some furniture here, including some old doors that were in the house when we moved in.
I wish these type of chairs were worth something. They're everywhere.
I know.
So no, go around the other side.
Go around into the next section.
Great room, isn't it? Super room.
Now the floor's a bit
wonky,
wobbly.
That's okay. What on earth are those?
Speakers.
God, they're
They
cool,
look
aren't
as
they?
though they should be heaters, but...
Yeah,
Yeah.
make on them.
Quad.
Yeah. With the bits of hi-fi that go with it.
These look incredible, don't they?
These premium speakers were designed by the British company Quad Electro-Acoustics in the late 1950s. Their excellent sound and simple, elegant design make them highly collectible and give them a value of £400.
Where did you get these from?
They were my father's.
They must have cost a lot in the day.
Yes,
really.
I can't remember when he bought them. It would have been probably in the 70s.
I really like them, just their style. They're really cool.
My father got rid of these a few years ago when he decided that he'd have a smaller hi-fi set. Because they're far too big for
anything.
Yes, yes.
But stylistically, they are really good looking. A lot of people like the sort of retro amps and retro computer games now, and all, you know. So I don't know whether these would got some legs, because they're just great looking, great looking. Would you sell them?
Yes.
And if so, what would you want for them?
A couple of hundred.
They're all going totally stuck.
Not a clue.
I have to be honest, I looked and I thought, oh, 100 quid.
Right.
That's what I thought, because I just don't know whether or not they are totally useless.
Salvage Supremo Drew Pritchard is in Yorkshire at Alstwick Hall, a luxury bed and breakfast guest house owned by Michael Pearson. In the attic, he's bid on a pair of stylish British speakers designed in the 1950s. But it's less than Michael hoped for. Will he accept?
I don't know, do you want to meet in the middle, 150? What do you say?
Yes, I'll accept 150.
Let's have a deal.
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go, too, that's nice and easy to load up. Strange old day at Alstwick Hall today. Beautiful place, and ended up buying a retro pair of speakers and stereo system. Never seen those before, incredibly stylish, very much of their time. And that I like, because they're sort of stuck in that time. I should imagine in the day they were extremely expensive, probably one of the best of their type. That's always going to be worth something.
Slightly disappointed that Drew didn't take more of our rubbish, but really pleased that he has decided to take the speakers, the hi-fi set. And who knows, I'd like to think that both of us have come off well, but I don't think either of us are too sure about that.
They are the strangest looking speakers I've ever seen. They're super stylish, aren't they?
Yes, yes, they're of their time, aren't they?
Very much, exactly. They're very much of their time. Well, thank you very much.
Nice meeting you.
Really enjoyed it.
All the best.
Wonderful hotel. Lovely, lovely. Very nice. OK.
Good. Thank you. Safe journey.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
Isn't it stunning round here?
It is beautiful. It's like a little time capsule, the whole place, isn't it? Very much like the speakers we've just bought.
Like a time capsule?
Like a time capsule.
1970s. Don't you get 1970s grooves out of them?
If you turn that on, you are not allowed to play any music after 1979 on those speakers.
Is that because it affects them?
It's the law. Oh, it just won't work.
Why? When did Wagner was pre-79, surely?
He's all right.
Yeah.
Love a bit of Wagner.
Not a great day financially. So, on his way back to base, Drew is going to stop off at one of his regular stomping grounds to see if he can turn the trip around. It's an 80-mile drive southwest to visit an antiques and bric-a-brac shop in Liverpool. The largest coastal city in the north of England, it's thought that Liverpool once had 40% of the world's trade go through its ports in the 19th century. Today, the city is perhaps best known as the birthplace of the Beatles.
We're off to see some lads I know, Paul Swainbank, and been traders in Liverpool and dealers since the 50s with his dad.
We'll buy anything as long as it's weird and wonderful and strange.
Situated opposite Edge Hill railway station, Tunnel Furniture was established in 1957 and carries everything from antique furniture and industrial items to curios and church furnishings.
I haven't got a clue what he's going to buy, but I hope we've got something in here for him. As long as they're offering money, we'll take it.
So we're going to buy some Beatles memorabilia today as well?
Unlikely. I was offered Beatles 4 brand new unused rolls of Beatles wallpaper yesterday.
Really?
I was, yeah. I must admit, I thought, what?
So would you want the Fab Four looking down on you in your bedroom?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, actually, where we are now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's quite a big building, actually.
Deceptive. I think it's part of the old station. That's what it was. It used to be the stables for the station.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Trip.
How you doing?
Come in.
Hi, Phil.
What's it doing?
So, looking for stock?
There's plenty of
You know
it,
the
isn't
sort
it?
of thing I want?
Yeah. Have a look.
I've not been to this one. I've not been here.
Been here a while.
Oh, it's bigger than I thought, actually, isn't it? First impressions of the place are good. It looks like a really good sort of trade warehouse, really. The lads over in Liverpool here are getting stuff through their hands on a regular basis. So what's the good gear you've got in at the moment? Anything that you think I should be looking at?
The way the job's gone, we wouldn't know what anyone's buying anymore.
Do you know, I don't actually. It's more just... I know. Where'd you get those from?
Came out of an airport.
Despite the huge array of items, nothing seems to be grabbing Drew's attention.
Not having much luck?
No,
no,
we'll
today.
find something.
I usually find something. What is it with having no arms? Why have they got no arms, any of them? Him as well.
Figures, yeah? No armed religious figures.
Well, so one day somebody's going to want them. I mean, I quite like him. These guys know what they've got and they know what I'm looking for, so I'm just waiting to find that one good piece, to be perfectly honest with you. What are they made out of?
I think the slate.
Slate pillars. Oop. Must have come off a chimney piece or something, maybe.
These late 19th century carved pillars are made of Welsh slate and are attractive to both interior and garden designers. Because of their age and excellent condition, they may be worth up to £200.
We're quite interested.
Be 50 quid the pair.
50 quid the pair? Well, I'd be mad not to buy those, to be honest, wouldn't I? Yeah, OK, 50 quid, I'll have that. Thank you. We came around the corner in the warehouse here, and there's a pair of carved, what I thought at the time were wooden columns, just a small architectural element. Look a bit closer, and he says to me, oh, they're slate. Brilliant. They're really well made as well, which most of the stuff in the 19th century in Liverpool was as good as you'd get anywhere.
I see you're on the skeleton staff now.
Yeah.
I've been around the whole place once, and with places like this, usually what I do is go around again the other way and then just wander through. The guys here are really nice. They're happy to let me do that. You just never know, because there's so much stuff, I could miss something. Don't usually, but I could. Tell us about that chair. That's interesting.
It's got a really good maker's mark and it's adjustable.
Never seen one that just like that before.
No, I'll get it down later.
If you can, yeah, can we have a look at it?
This ebonised rattan chair with height-adjustable base was made by the firm North England School Furnishings Limited in the late 19th century. It's a fine example of the aesthetic movement, and it could be worth £350.
On the back of it, somewhere there's a real good make as well. It is.
That's interesting, isn't it? Darlington. North of England, something. Oh, is this what's it, outfitters? Church outfitters from Darlington.
School fitters.
No, I've never seen that before, never seen that model of chair before.
These twist and it goes up there.
Yeah, how strange. It's a weird one, isn't it? I think that's quite interesting, actually.
See what we can do.
Shame about the seat.
80 quid.
80 quid, 80 quid. Yeah, sold, I'll have that. Thank you very much. What a strange thing. The chair, again, just screamed at me as soon as I'm walking around. There's thousands of items in it. Just go, that, never seen that before. And that twin pillar arrangement for the support for the seat, very unusual. Then to find it sprung, not just adjustable, it's sprung and steel, and it's got a maker's mark, and it's original. It's got everything going for it. God, it's really uncomfortable. Yeah, that's really... It's like sitting on the pan.
You just bought a seat without sitting in it first, which
I know,
you don't normally do.
I know. Still, that chair will go to somebody with a design-orientated mind because it will look extremely good by itself. You know, if you've got quite a nice plain room, could be completely modern, put that in. All of a sudden, it's interesting. You're interesting, the room's interesting, the chair's interesting. It shows it off to its best effect. Good day, to be honest with you. Very quick, in, out, bought a couple of things, kept my contact with the lads up here in Liverpool because it's right on my doorstep, and that's the key to what we do. Nip in, yes, that'll do, out again, and keep doing it.
Yeah, it's gone well. Drew's bought a few pieces. He bought everything that you wouldn't expect him to buy, as usual, and he's just had a good look round.
There's a quid to be made, but not a lot, but it's keeping that connection. That's the important thing about today. Oh, whew. Getting cold, isn't it?
It's certainly a bit chilly out there today. Well, I've been studying wildlife films.
You've been studying wildlife films?
Yeah, I now have layers of blubber. That seems to be the way forward.
Half man, half seal.
It's a quick 50-mile trip back to the showroom.
Hello.
Hello. Very nice.
Marble.
The pillars
Oh,
out there.
No, they're not the slate.
I was going to say.
Welsh marble, that is.
Welsh marble.
Blainer.
That's heavy. But I did get one interesting thing. Really interesting thing.
We're keeping it warm. Got loads of them.
Come on.
Guess what it is?
Unveiling.
Land Rover.
It's a jigsaw. Camel. Oh.
Weird chair.
Yes.
Aesthetic movement.
I love it.
Ebonised.
Oh, Drew, it's gorgeous.
Oak and pine.
The chair, it's spectacular, actually. The design of it is so unusual. I love that. Ooh.
Quite a banger, isn't it?
Yeah.
The next morning, Gavin begins restoring the ebonised rattan chair. And scraping away a century's worth of dirt and debris takes some effort. Meanwhile, Drew and T are off to look for more stock. Some of Drew's favourite places to rummage through are schools, and today he's lined up a visit to one of the country's most prestigious colleges. It's over a 300-mile drive southeast to the small town of Lancing, near Brighton.
So we're Brighton today?
Well, yeah, we're very, very near Brighton, that's for sure. We're off to see Lancing College, which I've never been to. Heard of it, but I've never been to it.
I'm Jeremy Tomlinson. I have been working at Lancing for most of my life as a teacher and housemaster and a registrar for recruitment of pupils. But most of that time I've also been involved with looking after the chapel, and I'm continuing to do that.
Founded in 1848, Lancing College is an independent co-ed boarding school, which places high emphasis on strong academic achievement and Anglican Christianity. It's distinguished for having the largest school chapel in the world.
The chapel is, in fact, unfinished. Its building process over nearly 150 years has been an expensive and extremely complex one, but a certain amount of money is still needed, so any amount of money, even very small, would be very welcome.
Just got a good feeling about this one. Apparently pretty spectacular. Right. And I've got a feeling it's always had a moneyed background. That's it. You can't miss it. They're going there. Wow. My word. Look at that.
I think imposing would be a good word.
Wow. Try not to crash the van. Look at that.
It's a massive statement, isn't it?
That is a huge statement.
This is our chapel. It's massive. It's stunning.
Look how tall it is. It's like a church on top of a church. That is something else, isn't it? Hi there.
Hello.
Drew.
Welcome. Nice to see you. Hello. How do you do?
You okay? Fantastic.
Good. Come in before you
shall
get
we?
cold.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Oh. So here we are. Yes, that's what it should do to you. It's, it's designed to make you look up.
This is amazing. Who designed this?
Somebody called, two, father and son, Richard and Herbert Carpenter, who were mid-19th century Gothic Revival church restorers and architects. Yeah. And I think it's not perhaps as widely known as it should be.
No, I'd never heard of it. I'd no idea this was here.
It's an astonishing building.
Just noticed that window.
Yes, that's later.
Oh,
that's the rose window.
The rose window, yeah.
That's amazing.
The west wall, including the rose window and the organ case, were not done until the 1970s. And in fact, the porch that should be on the west end is still not done. So there's some.
This is amazing.
More to do.
This is an incredible building.
Really? Yes, it is.
It is an incredible building, isn't it? So, are we looking at anything in here?
We are looking at some things in the crypt. I mean, I'd hope you'd have a look at because underneath the east end here there is a superb crypt, another
please.
Very beautiful with some lovely windows.
Can we go and have a look at that?
We can have a look at that, and there is also at the west end of the crypt there is some storage space where there is who knows what, which you can have a look into.
Please,
see what you may find.
I definitely want to see.
All right, so we're going to do that. Well, we need to go back to the other. It's that way, yes.
What an astonishing place. The building is nothing short of jaw-dropping. The position where it is just incredible, and it sets it off. I had no idea this was here. What an amazing place.
Because the chapel's built into a hillside, at this end you haven't got a lot of space, and then when you get to the end, the crypt opens out into a chapel, which was actually used as the school chapel before the upper building was completed.
Oh, look at that. That's really beautiful, isn't it?
Really, wasn't it? Very beautiful space. And then you've got the apse at the east end with some really good Clayton and Bell windows.
Clayton and Bell, one of my favourites. Wonderful.
And they are very beautiful windows. That's an unusual
Christ figure, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's got a real sense of agony about it.
I'm incredibly positive about what we can find here today. What this place has got and had is an awful lot of money thrown at it when it was first built. This is money, no object stuff. What I need to find is something that relates in period to this build or the school itself. That would be really interesting.
After enjoying the magnificence of the building, as promised, Jeremy takes Drew to the crypt, where the school stores antiques from its long history.
Oh, you've got chapel chairs in here.
There are chapel chairs.
Yeah.
There are quite a few. I mean, obviously, some of these are very dilapidated, which is why they're in here.
Yeah.
But I'm more wary about selling chapel chairs because of the possibility that we might use them.
Yeah. Have you got a torch on your tea?
I have.
I've had a good look at the chapel chairs. They're mostly odd, mostly broken and in not great condition, and there's only a few of them. There's only 10, maybe. So we're going to leave those. They're just not worth it. I need runs of chairs, sort of 20 plus. That's what I'm after.
These, in fact, are school benches, which have been used in the chapel, but they really are from the dining hall, which is another splendid Victorian Gothic building.
I like the look of that one. That one.
Yes, that, and the one underneath is quite a good. Do you want to turn it over?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, that's really quite lovely, isn't it?
That's a nice, very nice thing, and quite attractively
an awful lot
warm.
earlier than the building.
Earlier than this building?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean, I should assume early 19th century, but of course you never know where they got their school furniture from.
This early 19th century bench is made of pine and would have been used by the pupils in the dining hall. Because of its simple design and attractive patina, it could fetch around £400.
Is there any of these left, or is this the only one?
There are one or two others of these around, but I mean, most of them were disposed of at some stage because you can't keep everything.
No.
I imagine these have been used in the chapel at some stage and then just stored in here.
You know, so I reckon this is from the 1830s.
Well, the school was founded in 1848, but it is more than likely that these were second-hand pieces of furniture that had probably been in the school since it started.
Would these be something you'd want to dispose of?
I think it wouldn't be impossible for us to dispose of one of these, yes.
Okay. What would I pay for that? £175 for that one. No, let's say £200 I'd pay for that one.
You would?
I would, because it's just so nice.
It's perfect, isn't it?
It's just wonderful.
It's really good. I mean, it's very... I mean, it sort of tells a story. You've got to get the whole idea.
It's got problems. I mean, you've got breaks to the top of the tenons all over here.
Somehow replaced or...
Yeah. That is really, is it?
You don't reckon you could do 250?
No.
I'm only saying that because we are thinking about the conservation and completion of the chapel, you know.
You can pull my
it.
heartstrings, but I'm in full business mode now.
Yeah, well, I'm in full conservation mode.
Drew Pritchard is at Lancing College, an impressive public school near Brighton. He spotted a 19th century dining bench, but will Chapel Secretary Jeremy Tomlinson be prepared to sell?
You can't pay more than 200.
I just think 200 is sort of a very strong bid. Look, let's meet in the middle. 225.
Yes,
Does that help?
I wondered about 225. I think 225
Let's have a deal. Thank
we'll
you.
do a deal at 225.
I've just bought a really beautiful little bench, and I paid way too much money for it because it's special. I'm always buying stuff, and every now and again something just jumps out, and those little tiny things make it a little bit better than the norm. Beautiful peg construction, fabulous wear and patina, so I'm happy to buy it. And as a first purchase in somewhere like this, what it does is it opens the doors, and it sort of does ease things. You sort of, I'm paying to be here now.
On to a second storage area, the unused tables.
Okay, there we go. So we'll see what there is in here. Yeah, that's a possibility.
Wow.
There's a bit of...
Library table.
Vernacular library table, oak.
That is a monster.
And hasn't been in store for very long.
This large oak table from the mid-19th century once sat in the library of the college. Its solid construction and original design give it a value of up to £2,500.
It's a little low, isn't it?
Should there be an extra section below the cross?
I think looking at the middle stretcher there, see where it's chipped to the left-hand side where it's lighter?
Yeah.
It's almost as if they've cut it. But it's nice, it's very nice. If they can get that out, I'd love to buy it. What sort of price do you have in mind? Where do we need to be to purchase this? Yeah. And it's a little wide, but still, it's a great table, all in all.
500?
500. Do you know what? That's not enough. I know it sounds nuts, but that's not enough. I can't be seen to buy this at £500. What I'll do is I'm going to pay you £800 for it. Okay, that's still a good price for me, to be honest with you.
Is it?
It is, yes, it is. £500, I'd rather just be straight with you and give you the right price for it.
But you have
If you've got 6 guys to get it out, otherwise we can come back. We can come back, but it's about 7 hours in a van to get down here. But we can come back for it.
It's not for me to say. If we can get it out, we'll do it, but I suspect coming back for it will be more sensible.
OK, all right. Well, let's shake on that.
OK,
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with
well,
that.
I'm happy with that. That's more than I would have
it's just
thought,
that's really... The only thing wrong with that table is it's massive. Apart from that, there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's an absolute gem. The joined stretcher that goes all the way around the base is really lovely, a great detail. The wear on it's good. We know exactly where it was made for. You know, it's got everything going for it. And I ended up, that was going to be the bargain of the day. And even at £800, it's a bargain. And I couldn't really just pay the 500. It was just, that would just be wrong of me. Well, look, I'm really pleased with that. I'm going to send some guys in to get it.
Okay.
We're not going to take that today.
We'll take it out and put it there, and they can back up. And
that's fine. Leave it in here, obviously, until...
Oh, yeah,
don't worry. And then they'll come for it.
Yes, we'll
That'll be done.
keep it
the best thing
undercover.
about that purchase? I don't have to carry it today.
I don't want to get involved in moving that. We'll get some great big blokes in to do that, and then Gavin can deal with it when we get back.
Yeah.
Great,
Okay.
wonderful. Well pleased with that. So I only bought 2 items today. With somewhere like this, what you want is to be called back again, and that's what I hope will happen. You know, either next year or 10 years' time. You know, it's this isn't a race, so I'll be happy to come back. And also, I've been somewhere today which is quite astonishing.
It's been a very good day, and it's good to meet Drew, who's a good character and you know, obviously knows a great deal about the business.
We'll be in touch with the table.
Great, thank you. Bye-bye.
Financially today will work out well once the table's finished and sold. When it's sold, it'll turn a good profit, but it's not going to be something that's going to sell tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit of a slow burn, that one. It's going to take a while to find the right person. What a place.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Huge, isn't it?
And you don't know it's here.
No. No idea it was here. Look at it. I've driven down this area so many times. So many times. Ooh, sports today. Ooh.
Cold.
Oh,
Cold
dear.
Sports.
Oh, no.
The chapel. Gobsmacking.
You don't even know where to start. You just go.
I think you run out of superlatives after a bit, don't you? You just sort of...
Go. What? I think it's astonishing, jaw-dropping, and lost for words. I think was the word.
Was actually quite a good description of it.
There you go. That's a good description, isn't it?
Like a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo in the chapel.
Hi, T.
Hello.
How are we?
How you doing?
All right. Good time?
We went down to Sussex, and we know we were going to Lancing College.
Yep.
And we got that.
Oh, primitive school bench.
Isn't it lovely?
It's lovely.
Isn't that
actually.
gorgeous?
Yeah. Long.
Yeah, really. But you hit the nail on the head with primitive, which it really.
It really is.
It's
well.
It's not a pure definition of it, but it's not bad. But it's just got something a little bit extra about it, hasn't it? And the Lancing...
I love it, actually. I love it. It's naive, isn't it?
Yeah, very. Yeah, very good.
See? I'm learning.
Do this for a living. But what we did buy was, I've got a photograph of it, actually.
I'll pop this inside.
We bought this table as well, round the sheds. And we bought, this isn't the actual table, but it's another one they had in the building. Oak library table, 1880, designed for Lancing College Library.
And you've bought that?
Not that one. I bought one that's been outside for a while, so it's that, but tatty.
And you'll be able to get this tatty one up to this standard?
Yes, no problem.
Great stuff.
Well, Alex will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, we'll get that collected now. Go and organise getting it collected now with the bursar down there, and we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Later.
Where's the chair?
The chair that Drew bought at Tunnel Antiques is ready for inspection.
Nice. Lovely job. Just need to get that done now. Get it over to Alex. Get it sent off. I like the job, though. I like the colour. It's nice. I like it. Lovely job.